What? I can't believe I'm doing this.
Podcast and landlord. Like the rent is due. Or a podcast like the rent is due.
I said, you know what? The rent is due. I'm going to do the show today. That's how it's done.
Imagine your landlord saying, it's okay, let me service the cookie rent.
Do we stand in or we sit in?
Stand in.
It's a stand in.
Yeah, we'll call it a stand in.
So let's stand then. It's called a stand in.
And we must stand.
Oh, yeah. Yes, you do that. It's going to be a lot of fun today. We're talking about all sorts of stuff.
Okay, let's go.
You ready?
I'm always ready.
But the show starts with Enda. Tibla is here.
Yeah.
Shane is here.
Yeah.
Who do we have? Dudu is here.
Yeah.
Doom is here.
Yeah.
Who's Doomy?
Yeah. What does it do?
Ubani Doom? Assistant producer.
Oh, you got an assistant
Yeah,
now.
Dudu is an
All I do with me.
Yeah,
I met him earlier. I didn't know what he was doing. I thought he was part of Piano Pals something, or he's a piano artist.
Well, now you know.
Oh, shout out. Welcome, bro.
Thank you so much. And we haven't seen Dudu in a while.
Yeah, where have you been, Dudu?
Ow. Yeah. She's going to tell us?
Yeah.
Never.
Yakhuluma. Practive ubukeli show.
No. Ngiyabukela. But izolo ngambuza ukuthi bokuphi. Athi no, it's personal.
Oh, I see.
No, I just took a little break.
Okay.
Mental health break.
Ah.
Yeah, I was fatigued. So
Really?
I don't think you perform at your best if you mentally you're exhausted. You're gonna end up making mistakes. So well, I was still working from home, but at least I wasn't waking up, and I needed some personal space.
Feeling better?
Yeah, did it
Much better.
Is that why we have Doomy now?
Yes. Very important.
Shout out, man.
I think she became an employee with demands. Close to a star.
She produces a lot of the shows, so she deserves it.
It's a lot of work.
She needs a hand.
It's a lot of work. Tabang is here. Noah is here. Fair Checker is here. Konje mekubiza banjo. It's in Piwe. It's let's get it right. It's Piwe.
Yeah.
Piwe is here, and we have a Phil Pella is our ghost lady.
Oh, Phil Mpila, ne?
It's Mpela, not
Mpela. I said it right.
Mpela, yeah, Mpela.
It was an Mpela or Mpila.
Mpela ke Motswana. I'm not Zulu or Xhosa, so it's Mpela.
Mpela.
Yeah.
Welcome, bro.
Anytime,
Yeah.
So am I right in saying that ghost lady?
Ghost man, yeah. Which one do you prefer, bro?
No, we'll go with that.
Ghost lady.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah.
Oh, ghost lady. Oh, okay.
Let's start here.
Yeah.
Can a child sue a doctor for being born if a doctor failed to inform the parents that their child will be born with severe disability? Can a child, when they're older and they've had a difficult life, whatever that disability was, and now they're older, they're 18, and they say, I want to sue the doctor for allowing my parents to birth me?
Why not sue the parents? Because the
parents didn't know.
The parents didn't know.
Mm-hmm. The parents, the doctor failed to inform them that your child may have a severe disability.
Damn, that's...
We'll come back to it.
Yeah.
We'll come back to it.
Oh, we're aborting it?
No.
Well, it sounds like we're aborting it.
We're not aborting it.
We're not aborting it.
We are freezing it.
Oh, okay.
And we're saying, we'll think about it later. Do you have a comment?
Oh, wow, man.
That's a tough one, eh?
Yeah.
I mean, why would... Okay, so I understand the point where the doctor should have disclosed.
Mm-hmm.
I get that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then that, for me, opens a lot of avenues that are very, very dangerous. What if now my life in jail sucks right now and I'm like, I'm going to have to sue my parents because...
Or sue my doctor.
Yeah, because my life sucks.
But the scenario is very simple. Think about it. The parents, the mother is pregnant.
Yes.
And keeps going to the doctor. The doctor sees that there's something wrong, but doesn't tell the parents.
Yeah.
And then the child is born with a severe disability of whatever kind.
Yeah.
And much, much later, they're saying the doctor should not let this happen. I am suing the doctor for not telling my parents.
Rightfully so, because when we were going to the gynae, they did so the gynae, obviously you want to know, is that child's fine, etc. And he did say that the child is fine. And if the child wasn't fine, they'll let you know. Especially they check like Down syndrome and
all
things
those
like
stages.
That. Yeah, if
where they measure the nose.
Yes,
and all that
exactly.
Stuff. Yes.
And some people are not down with having a child like that, you know? And then some people will say, no, we get rid of it.
Yes.
But we were like, hey man, whether the child comes out, hey, because I don't know, man. It you know, conceiving, as much as we know the biology of it, it's still a magical thing. And however, though, as poetic as it is to say I'm gonna love my child no matter how they come out,
no matter what.
In reality, man, it's admin. You know, I've seen it's admin having a child with a disability. So people should be offered that luxury,
opportunity,
the option.
Yes.
Yeah, to say, nah. But we were like, hey, whatever happens. We hope the child is fine, but if the child is not, we'll accept the child as they are. But the doctor, man, shouldn't the doctor lose a license or something?
Hey, the doctor should have told them. But now the child, 18 years later, the child is suing. I want to leave it to the chillers to comment on this. Don't worry about it. It is tricky. It is a legal mind fuck.
It is.
Look at me now. I'm sitting on the wrong chair. I said mind fuck.
Oh shit, Brad Dave, who's too early? Who's too early, Shem? Who's too early, Uncle T?
We're gonna start here. Edwin Sodi is ordered to repay profit from the failed 292 million rands project. It's that water project in Hammanskraal. Controversial businessman Edwin Sodi has been ordered to repay profits from the botched 292 million rands water treatment project, which contributed to a deadly cholera outbreak that has killed over 23 people and all of that. What is your take on it's a tender gone bad? It's a tender with bad results. Or is it a dodgy tender from the beginning?
Most likely dodgy, because I mean he gets all the tenders. So by default, but the fact that he gets all the tenders is shady already. And then there's we know the links with certain politicians, but also if you think people died, shouldn't there be a case, a more serious charges, similar to the doctor who didn't inform the parents that the child is going to come out disabled? Who's going to be held responsible for the deaths? Like if a doctor operates on me and then due to negligence, okay, I will sign indemnity forms. But sometimes due to negligence and they kill you, you can pursue criminally.
Yes.
All right? But so I think that as well. But with this, I feel like, well, he'll never pay back the money because he's got the resources. He's going to fight it in court. It's going to go to court and it's going to be years down the line. There's still the process. And so I really feel like it's a move in the right direction, but I don't think it's going to yield that desired result.
It's SIU investigations are always about recovering the money.
Yeah.
And they're saying, let's get the money, let's get some money back. And I say, let's get profit back. From the project, he had only done 63% of the project, 292 million rands. You calculate the profit, give or take 20%, 30%, he probably made 53 million rands in profit. That is the amount of money he made. But he didn't finish the project. Therein lies the issue. Because if you didn't finish, remember, it's a tender. The tender must be done and complete, and then we regard it as a badly done tender. Then that's when we start calculating the profit. But if you were given 200 million rands, you didn't spend all of it on the actual project, and now they want profit back. In my opinion, they should be getting the whole money back because the work wasn't done properly.
Why was he paid the entire money
Don't ask
before
me.
the project was even
Don't
done?
ask
Man?
me.
Like, how does it work?
Don't ask me, Shane. Why was he paid the entire money? Or Phil, rather.
I don't know how it works.
Phil, why was he paid the entire money?
Well, I wouldn't know. But here's my thing, though. I think the pertinent question is, why is this not a criminal case and it's a commercial case? Why are they trying to recoup the money instead of actually, charging him criminally? Because I believe that we are the only country in the world where somebody could be liable for 23 deaths and it's okay in Jehoro, no, we're just gonna get millions from him and we move on as if like nothing, there's nothing wrong with that. I think morally, I don't know. For me, I'm just thinking, okay, I see the numbers, the millions, but my thing is, why are we not talking about 23 families have lost their loved ones and this man is not in jail or held accountable in any way?
Let me defend them slightly and say SIU is about getting the money back.
Yes.
But now there's a criminal case that's likely to happen.
Okay.
Because now the matter has been referred to the NPA.
Yeah.
But remember, the NPA will look at the merits of it and decide whether this is worth taking to court or not.
Yeah.
So it's still on the...
And you know their reputation.
Uh-oh. I didn't say that.
No, but they're toothless, man.
Yeah.
They're bad reputation. They always mess up the cases.
Yeah.
A Motoso case. They always mess up the cases till there's a case on you. I always say like, they're useless till they're looking for you.
Have they ever looked for you?
Police? No.
Never.
No, not in that way.
Nobody will ever tell.
Not look for. I mean, we've all had a brush, with the law, but not look for me like we're looking for this guy.
Yeah.
Police have never come to my house or knocked Guam to say we're looking for this guy. Nah. I mean, of course.
You see that smile on his face?
Come on, bro, Dave.
It's a smile of someone that says, I can't tell the story.
Nah. It's the usual, It's the usual.
What is the usual in your world?
Oh, the usual. You can quote driving, she licensing, the usual. Man. Yeah, come on.
Phil?
Come on, bro, Dave.
But don't you think that it's a bad image? Because here's the thing, right? So you have the SIU, right, that will go on social media or go out there and announce that they are doing these cases, right?
Yes.
And we are also excited that there's some accountability that's coming in, right? But they never go anywhere. You've got all these big celebrity names that are like, this one stole this much money, and then you kind of wonder, and then why is this person not being arrested and all of that? So my question then becomes, Jorge, is it hurting the image of these organizations, right? If there is no end goal that it's now accountability, like criminal charges. We know that you guys are aware of these crimes being committed because now you are telling us that you are investigating them and you want to recoup this much money. But now you know that these people are criminals, but you're not doing anything about it. Does that not have a negative impact on that?
I think they're doing something about it. We just don't hear the entire story.
Yeah.
The way our media reports these things, the sensation is in the looking, finding, and then it's gone. And then it's no longer front page. It's third page, fourth page. It's no longer leading story. However, you're right in saying that not all the cases end up where they're supposed to end up. And we end up not hearing exactly what could have happened.
Yeah, so many. They took Terry Petro's house eventually. Because remember, she was implicated.
And we saw how that ended.
How did it end, though?
Yeah, they took the house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Tula Cindy, they paid the monies.
Yeah.
Oh.
And Arthur has been on that trip.
We don't know the Arthur story. Where did that end?
Exactly. You see, that's the point that I was trying to make. That now, to the public, it looks like, but they're not doing anything. Look at, they keep on telling us these people are doing this, but hey, their lives continue just as everybody else. So what's the point?
And we forget very quickly.
Yeah, the news cycle, that's the thing, like it's always something happening. And like you said, sometimes the things are continuing behind the scenes. But I don't know why a lot of journalists don't go, hey, you remember this story? And bring it up. Because we always forget there's always something happening.
Here's something that's happening. You guys spoke about it last week.
Yeah.
Floyd Shibam.
Legend.
There's an update. Last week it didn't have a name, this thing that he's doing.
The
consultation. Exactly.
Process, yeah.
Hey, you know English. Well, it's called Maibuye.
Yeah.
It's clearly borrowing from the old tradition of freedom fighting and all of that. Africa. In this room, can we say together, we'll be accused of supporting him? See, that's the problem. It's always that. If you're wearing blue, you're accused of supporting the DA.
Yeah, true.
If you're wearing yellow,
who's yellow?
your Sundowns. Come on. Get your things right.
And well done, by the way. You guys
Sundowns.
made us proud. I was supporting them, actually, for the first time.
Really?
Ever. Yeah. I stayed up.
And it wasn't a difficult decision inside of your soul?
No. If it's Pirates, yeah. No, because I'm a Chiefs fan. But Sundowns, it was the right thing to do. It's on a world stage. I really wanted them to do well, not just for South Africa, but for Africa as a whole, to show that we can hold our own. And they actually did. I think Thierry Henry was impressed. He was like, the rest of the teams looked like they were out of their depth, but Sundowns looked like they actually belong there. And it's a pity, you guys.
We actually belonged in the top 16. We did. It was the way Sundowns played, they certainly belonged to go through, even if they get knocked out in the top 16. But at least to go through, it's unfortunate it didn't happen.
Man, 220 million.
I knew it. It'll go to man.
No, it's a lot.
We don't have money problems in that family.
No,
we
true,
don't even
but
talk about it. It's like,
that's
how much did you make
crazy money,
again? It is a lot of money.
And I find it fascinating that they got 140 million just to participate, yet for winning the CAF Champions League, they get 70 million, somewhere there.
Look, the tournaments are not funded the same. Clearly, this one, the funding is tried to encourage one extra participation, the teams to look forward to being a part of it, and all and all and all and all. And which is why, because remember, there are some teams that are thinking, what in the world is this thing? But now, once you see it happen, you realize how great it actually is.
Yeah.
For me, it's a fascinating tournament. I've been sleeping after 2 a.m. for the last 2 weeks because I've been watching a lot of other games as well. And I think it's been extremely exciting. I know Phil is a rugby person. This doesn't matter.
Phil.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate soccer. You know,
That's a strong word.
I dislike it. You know, when I was growing up, right? So I'm the one who had aspirations to be in the, spotlight and the entertainment industry, right? And my cousin, we are the same age, ended up being a soccer player.
Okay.
And now all of a sudden, everybody, cousins and relatives, whatever, are loading over on him. His name matters. And I'm like, but I'm the smart one. I'm the one who's supposed to be.
You related to him?
Yeah.
The killer. Killan?
Yes.
Killer, wow.
Yeah.
So you want to talk about this kid?
Let's talk about Floyd.
No, wait a minute. Did you hear?
Yeah, trauma, man. That's like deep trauma,
He's saying, I when I was a child. You know when the story starts with when I was a child? We have to stop and address it.
Why?
Are you fine?
No, I'm fine. No, man. I love him to bits. I'm fine. I'm older now. Look, I've done well for myself. I've done very well for myself.
So you wouldn't be fine if you hadn't done well.
Yeah, possibly. It's that kind of thing. It's like having a brother who's more successful than you, in the family, and the family gives that brother more attention because he's a doctor, and when you are a teacher. And
instead, you're the one who needs the attention because he's
exactly.
fine.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So, but I'm good. Don't
How
worry.
is he now, though?
He's doing okay. I don't see much of him. Actually, I don't go to Northwest as much. So I've got family in Ukasi. Like majority of our family is Ukasi Brits.
Mm-hmm.
And then Komuruleng, obviously, it's where the grandparents are from and all of that. So I hardly ever leave Joburg and so I hardly ever see family. But yeah, we're good.
Is it still? I saw an image a few years ago that he had gotten a job, which I was very proud of him. Because people always make it like, hey, when you're a soccer player,
former soccer
player, you mustn't, you can't just get a job, etc. You know what I mean? I'm happy when I see people like Ngozi, for example, leaving a particular thing that you've been known for, and you're not forcing it. You know what I mean? The jobs go, then you're like, no, my boo, umsebenzi. So is it still in that field though?
I don't know. I can't say because I haven't seen him in a while. Like I'm telling you, I haven't seen him in a while.
Oh, damn.
That's the thing. Because I told you. This situation
is your cousin, bro.
I told you. This situation is not sorted.
Yeah, no.
No, it's not that. There are certain families where we just not close and speak to each other. I'm not in any family group. I'm not. But that's just a me thing. You know what I mean?
Okay.
The other thing that you need to understand is that once you get to a level where people assume and perceive your life in a certain way, there's certain things, families where you become the ATM. You know what I mean? You become all of that. So everybody's asking you for money because they see you on TV and they assume that you're making a lot of money. When you say I don't have it, it becomes a personal thing. People start acting funny, a lot of that, right? So sometimes we just want to avoid that. And also, from a very young age, I just chose to just do things on my own and not bother anybody. So now I don't want to be bothered.
I'll relieve you of the burden of this trauma. Don't you worry.
Yeah. What's going on with Floyd?
Is it a case of just a guy creating another job opportunity for himself? Or is it a case of a country really needs this?
No.
Or maybe he's doing the consultation? Or is it a case of a bitter politician that is angry at pretty much everybody? EFF, MK, even the ANC really, because he said, I'm not joining them. What do you think is going on in his head?
I think it's the last one as well as the first one. It's a guy, like all these other guys with these small parties, man. You know, they all just want to secure a seat in parliament and then get the benefits and draw a salary as well. Because he's highly educated. He could be anyway. He could be anything. He could be lecturing. He could be in academia. Maybe start a business or get a job.
Yeah.
We have so many parties. And I like the ideology of his party. I don't think it's going to offer anything new. It's going to offer what the EFF says it's offering, what MK says it's offering, and other smaller parties. So I don't see it. But what I find interesting is, how come he's not having a go at the DA? Have you noticed?
Not a word.
Have you noticed? He's not having a word saying ANC is directionless, the other one is a cult, the other one is a family-run business, and not a word about the DA. I find that fascinating.
I'll tell you, though, in his defense for a second, and I'll try to do this often, he hasn't been a member of the DA. So these are ex-girlfriends. He's talking about ex-girlfriends. He's not talking about some girl that lives over there that everybody likes or some people don't like. He's talking about his own ex-girlfriends. He's saying, they did this to me, he did this to me, he did this to me. And he hasn't probably gotten a chance to
Fair
speak
enough.
about it. Yes.
But they're all competitors. I get the ex things because he was there.
And he knows a lot more intimate details about them. That's why he can say family-run business, cult, and I don't know what he said about the ANC.
He said they're directionless.
Direction, there you go.
Yeah. I feel like he's trying to appeal to the same guys who are funding the DA.
Oh. He knows who they are. I have no idea who they are.
Oh, come on. It's business. It's big business.
Yes.
I mean, big business funds the DA. It's your Johan Rupert's, etc. You know, and apparently Mighty Jamie, I subscribe to his channel a lot, the dissection. He said that, in fact, in that book, the Stellenbosch Mafia book, there's a chapter where Rupert talks about Floyd.
Really?
Yeah.
In a positive light.
Yeah, and it was Floyd who had said that Rupert should go to and have the public should know him at a personal level, and he must, because he's always been almost like an enigma, a guy, you know,
yes. Because we don't
the mystery around him,
yes.
and then we saw a candid interview with what's his name from Power FM, and apparently it was Floyd, if I'm not mistaken, who had said to him that, hey, you can actually, you know, just people need to see this side of you. Go on this particular platform.
You said it in the last episode that the political party will be formed, whatever consultation it goes through. That is an obvious. They're just going through this journey, and I have a feeling they'll be participating in the next election, in the local government election.
Yeah.
That's coming in a few months.
Good luck.
I have a feeling they're going to participate because already there's a team of people that are saying we are part of this. Some from the MK, some from EFF, and that are saying we are definitely a part of this. So we'll see how it all turns out.
Nah, I don't know, man. I don't know if it's gonna do well. I'm very skeptical.
South Africans will tell us. The question I want to ask though is there witchcraft in South African politics?
Of course.
Because that's what he said. That's what somebody said.
Yeah.
That Dudu Zile's head was taken and is there? We know there's
taken to Malawi apparently.
We can for a second we can take a detour and talk about witchcraft in soccer because I know that you know about.
Yes, we'll see it.
Where? Which team?
Oh no, I don't know. Hey man, all I know is I'm a fan of the Pirates. The Pirates, so grounded. You know those nice jackets and something. We saw it when we were at the stadium actually. When they'd come in, I don't know. And then there's the big guy who's part of the technical team. Who's always, you know, he's always like expressing
he
things.
doesn't do it like that. That's too obvious. They all go into the. The goalposts.
Yeah.
All of them, the entire squad.
Yeah.
They go into the goalposts and stand there for a minute or two. And then you see somebody pouring something at the goalposts. And then when that's done, they walk out of the goalposts. That's what happens.
I don't get it, man. Like,
and then they lose the game.
There was people questioning, does it really work? Because he's still going to lose anyway. Like, for instance, with the Floyd thing, if he went to Malawi to go get whatever it is that they're accusing him of, clearly didn't work because look at what's happening in his life right now.
Maybe this is what was meant to happen in his life.
Okay.
Maybe this was the plan.
their plan is to go get Umutsi in Malawi so that you can leave the MK, but you don't really want to leave the MK.
And start your own party.
Okay.
Maybe this was the plan.
Hey man, we need to bring back shame, man, you know?
Yeah.
Like, for real. Because there's a clip. I know now you asked me if you're going to play anything, but there's a clip. Gogo Maweni show.
Okay.
Where Baloya live.
How?
Yeah, oh man, you saw that clip, right?
Yeah. I even talked about it on 702 when you were asking, have we gone too far with content in South Africa where it's a lot. Like literally somebody is on television telling the world, I am harming somebody, basically. Wow. Somebody.
Yes, but
anyway, it is what it is.
But you should come back. For real, man.
Yeah.
It is like, for me, it's like, have we gotten there, you know, as a country? But I feel like it's also the unemployment thing, because even if it's staged, the only reason somebody would do that is for a couple of thousand rands. I don't know how much they get paid. You know what I mean? But to be willing to literally lose your dignity like that, you know, in front of the whole country.
Uloy.
Even if, let's say, lawyer, but you know what I mean? Even if it's staged.
Do you think ANC by loyal?
No, come on.
Self-imposed, everything with the ANC is self-imposed.
Yeah.
Or Baz loyal?
Yeah. By the way,
we see they don't deliver, man.
Yeah, sorry. Before you forget, there's a clip, fact check, I must look for it, where Steve was talking to this older gentleman, I forget his name. And for me personally, it encapsulates everything about Floyd as a politician and Floyd as a person, because there's a saying that to be a good leader or to believe that you want to lead people and can lead people, there's a certain arrogance and delusion that you should have, because I mean, who thinks that I'm gonna tell people what to do? I'm gonna be their leader, you know? So there's a certain level of delusion that comes with that, and there's that. So look for it. It's Siswe Mpofu's channel, and this older gentleman, what's his name?
I think it's Obra Mashikli.
Yeah.
He's phenomenal.
That is beautiful. That is a beautiful conversation that he had with Siswe about Floyd.
Yeah, wow, man. So we'll see how it all ends up. I wonder if they'll get the votes, because my biggest worry with South African politics is that how there's already small black vote, and I call it small deliberately because all the parties are taking small,
fragmented.
You know, exactly. So I wonder if it'll, in the bigger picture, will benefit anyone at all. Or they say if two kids are fighting over the ball, the kid next door, if brothers are fighting over the ball, the kid next door is going to get it. And that's what happened in Tshwane once, and it's likely to happen again this time. Because all these small parties, black parties, are fighting for the same small cake.
And the funding as well, it's from the select few. And they do it deliberately to further fragment the black vote and then solidify the DA, which is the one biggest white party. You know, we see Freedom Front Plus, but that's like Afrikaans sort of, you know what I mean? So it's strategic, divide and conquer, and it's being driven and fueled by greed of guys wanting that seat and to earn from politics.
But here's another thing though, the elephant in the room that we always try to avoid talking about, which is tribalism. Will that become a factor now because of what's happening with Floyd? Because if you saw the conversation when he was doing all these press conferences, there were mamas that were, you know, simmering in the periphery about that. Is this now going to get to a point now? It's a matter of what tribe are you from that will align you with a particular party? Because the EFF was avoiding that, obviously. Of course. It was an inclusive kind of party, and they were very adamant that we should not even be having that conversation. But I think now we're getting to a point where it becomes unavoidable.
What's your take?
I don't know. I don't think so. Because, and I saw someone pointing out that Floyd has, and I don't know how true this is, but I haven't seen a lot of interviews, for example, where he speaks Tonga. And he for me, he hasn't been that, he's not a Papa Pain. He hasn't been I'm carrying the Tonga nation on my back. You know what I mean?
My mic is
been
off.
That guy.
It's Simpiwe. It's killing my mic.
Are you on now? We're good now. Yeah, for me, he's not a tribalist kind of guy.
Not at all.
So I don't see the party being that. He's not like Jacob Zuma, and I'm not saying, I'm not accusing Jacob Zuma of tribalism, but we all know he's a Zulu man.
Yes.
A lot of people don't even know that Floyd is Tonga, for example. Yeah. So he doesn't lead with that. So I don't see it shaping the identity of the party.
I don't see it shaping the identity of their efforts. However, it's always been a small, tiny virus in the South African politics. The Zulu nationalism specifically. And I'll highlight that specifically because, but I will also point out that MK has never painted itself this way. It's an unfortunate reality of our own history, of apartheid that divided us by culture, by racial groupings and all of that. So we carry a lot of those things inside of our DNA.
Yeah.
And once in a while, they'll flare up. The IFP in the 90s.
Generally.
It was that kind of stuff. And people are always thinking exactly how you even presented it. You said it's an elephant in the room. People see it that way as this. But I don't think it'll go there. I think we're matured enough not to end up in that space. It'll be crazy to see the Zulus are fighting the Sothos. That'll be madness. I don't see us going there at all.
But you're right, though. It does always, happen because of our history. That's why even in Malukshana Manning, there's still a Basutuying, Mazuluin sections.
That's still there.
It's still there.
It was created. It was created by an apartheid government that was very clear that they're going to divide us because as a divided people, we are not able to fight collectively. And we see ourselves that way. We continue to do it in a lot of ways. But fortunately, you're also dealing with people who don't see themselves that way. I forget to Umzulu or Mtsonga.
Actually.
See?
Yeah.
Because you're in Gauteng, you're in Joburg.
Joburg.
Why.
Good point.
It's not a thing. Yeah, but do you feel, but you can feel it though when you are in KZN.
Yeah.
I was told.
I was in Umtata as well.
Yeah.
And you can only simply because of the language as well and the language barrier. And somebody, you stick out like a sore thumb that, okay, he's not. And a guy will say, hey, man, man, so you feel it when you move into those areas. But in Joburg, it's not really a thing.
I was told once in KZN, but zinhle. Yeah.
For real.
Oh, yeah, I was told. But it changed my life. It got me to learn Zulu.
It's Zulu, yeah.
Hey, manje ngitshela kahle ukuthi nayi ingulube yanginone. I tell you now. I overcame my issues successfully.
Yeah, it can get hectic in case because I know Amazulu sometimes they'll say like you remember even with the Floyd thing. No, it wasn't Floyd. There
was a Shangan moment.
Yeah, there was
in the past 2 weeks or so.
Yes. And the guy, it wasn't coming from
a bad place.
That's just how they're like Ishangan. Because the people were speaking in the crowd, like there were murmurs while the person is trying to address them. And obviously she's speaking in English, and then the guy had to explain that please, ngicela nimuphe ithuba chance ukuthi akhulume phela ishangane leli ubuya eLimpopo ishangane. And to them that's how they genuinely speak, not in a derogatory sense.
Not at all. And also the Shangan reference is not derogatory at all. There are those who take offense, but they identify as the Tsonga people.
What's up with that, man?
It's not complicated.
Yeah, please explain it.
So Shangan.
Okay.
So Shangan, part of the Zulu lineage,
yes,
got a mandate to try to go and conquer in Mozambique.
Okay.
And he achieved some achievements, and those achievements created a people with the name Amashangan. Amashangan. These are the people who speak what we hear as a Tsonga language, but they identify as Amashangan. You get that?
I get it. Okay.
It's basically it's a subgroup of the Tsonga people that identify with Soshangan.
Oh, so it's not all Tsonga people. That's why some Tsonga people
100%.
Because you're trying to Shangan. Even Kelvin Momo, you have heard Nibulabola Shangan. I am Shangan. I've heard a clip of
proudly,
proudly, and then you'll get some. They want to be a Shangan.
So you can call all of them Tsonga people. But you can't call all of them Amashangan. Amashangan is merely a subgroup. There are those who identify. So to always be safe, rather you call them
Tsonga. No one is going to say Tsonga.
Because you don't know. So it's always safe to say Amashangan. Then you're safe. Rather Amatsonga.
Yes.
Because you don't know when you meet someone whether they identify themselves as Tsonga, who's a subgroup of Shangan. You get that?
I get it.
It is a little...
So I get it. Oh, Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always just confused me, man.
Yeah, but it's not complicated if you think about it. But because we don't,
No.
We haven't spent time to try to understand it, and that's why we're caught up in it. And yet there are those who take it personal when you call them Shanghai.
Big time.
They get upset.
Big time.
Yes.
But it has also become like an insult. It's Jews, like, because you'd say, someone will see in a church, Shanghai, you know what I mean?
Because the name also carried with it migration.
Yeah.
It carried with it, he's from far away. It carried with it, Ipari.
Yeah.
It carried all of that.
Because Mozambique, Shangan, Carlos, Shangan, what? Shangan. Because there was a guy literally from Mozambique, and people say Shangan. I'm like, but this guy's Portuguese, man. He's from Mozambique.
You see.
You know?
And you find that, if you speak to him, you find that he knows Shangan.
Yeah.
That would be possible. So you see, so it always carried with it the negativity.
True.
And that negativity is what makes other people fight so hard to say, I am not that. But it comes from pure misunderstanding. Nothing else. Jeez, man, this is serious.
We're learning.
I'm enjoying it, actually.
I'm
enjoying it, man.
This has become serious.
Yeah.
It's still podcasting chill.
No, it's different, man. You know, like, it's different. And I'm enjoying it.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a P. Diddy thing.
Yeah, man. I you know what I have here? It's actually outdated because the case now, they've gone through their deliberation and all of that, right? Now they're just waiting for the jury to come with a verdict, right? So essentially the case is done until there's a verdict, right? But we are supposed to talk about the fact that with the case, there are some charges within the, charge them where some of them have been taken out, right? Without getting into too many details, it's just this, it's simple as this, right? The general consensus is the prosecutor overcharged this man. And I think from the beginning, everybody who knows anything about law and all was saying the same thing. They overcharged him. And this could put the case in jeopardy. And I think in the last hour, in the last minute, they realized now, no, this is too much. So they left the more serious ones, which is racketeering, and sex trafficking and all of that. So right now he's gonna be only charged on that, and the verdict would be just on that. Will he win it? I've been following the case. I think the defense put on a good fight. Because remember,
really, I don't think so.
Yeah, I think they did.
Okay.
I think they did, because remember, all they need to prove, right, is that everybody who was having sex with P. Diddy did it
consensually. Yes.
And in all the witnesses that they had, especially with Casey and Jane Doe and these other ladies that, went on stand, there was an element of, yes, I went there willingly. There are text messages where some of them wanted to be there with him, even though, later on he would want more. Like, some of them would want to be with one guy, and then he would want to watch them with three guys. Kind of thing.
See that small detail?
Yes.
That small detail.
Yeah, because there's consent, but it doesn't mean that the person that has consented, anything can be done with them.
Exactly.
Simply because they've consented.
But think about it this way. Don't think about it in South African context in terms of our law, right? Remember, you only have to convince one person within a jury of 12 people that there's reasonable doubt in whatever it is that you're charging this person with.
Got you.
So that's why I say I feel like
you might get away with it.
Did a good job of sowing some seeds of doubt, because you look at the issue of greed as well. Like with the Casey case, for instance, and the Jane Doe case, there are elements in there where they were able to kind of like show these women to come across as if like they were only with Diddy because of money.
Of course,
of course. One of the ladies, Diddy's literally, as this lady sitting on the stand testifying against him, that lady's house in that moment is being paid for by Diddy. Wow. The lawyer that represents that lady is paid for by Diddy.
Oh, no.
You know what I'm saying? So when things like that come up, you can imagine somebody sitting there going, and also, let's just be honest, guys, whether it's 2025 or whatever, there's still a level of misogyny that still permeates our culture. So it's very difficult for a woman to be able to say that I did not want to do this, but I wanted that Prada bag because I deserved it. You wasted my time.
I still say, for me, what really...
Man, there's women who are married to oaks they don't even love because of that Prada bag and the lifestyle.
But I still say, what really is core for me in this case is the power dynamics. Is the boss, the relationship that Diddy had with some of these people. He was their mentor. he, for them to end, they needed to bow down to him. Yeah. It's almost like the case that we have with the exactly, it's exactly that.
Mbeneng and Mango.
There
the
you go.
Mango, yeah.
Yes, nobody forgets the mango. That's why you said it. So mango. That one.
Yeah, because
it's a power dynamic issue here.
Because that man, all those things, those texts and the sex and the show the pussy and the memes, nothing is wrong with that. But in this case, it's horribly wrong because it's somebody who can't pretty much say who no. Feels like they can't say no to you.
They can't say no.
Because it's in the same office, But if it was a lady that he'd met at Woolies, but okay, he's cheating on his wife, messed up, but there's no crime here.
Yeah.
Let me call you another legal riddle. Just crossed my mind because of what you say.
Yeah.
Why is it that a fight inside a boxing ring, I trap you, I knock you out, is legal? However, if the same exact act, no different, happens in the street, it's called assault. Let's leave it there. You want to comment?
Oh, but Dave, assault,
it's same thing. Nothing different.
No, but
because I'm not signing on to get into that. When I say in the ring, I am consensually signing on to say I want to participate in this violence that's going to happen right now, and then I lose.
Same circumstance.
But there can never be those circumstances.
You didn't lose. I trapped you.
No, but Dave, no one ever. If you beat me, I'm never gonna go to
that's not assault.
That's not assault. So it happens like in the ring. No.
Let me tell you, Saul, if you beat me, I'm gonna open a case. And
we're fighting.
And I know you know where that police station is. I will open a case now.
Brate, ufuna ukhipha indaba zami. Brate, ufuna ukhipha indaba zami. So bad.
No, I thought. But let me say this.
Yeah.
You are 100% correct.
Yes.
The only difference between outside and inside is that here, one, there was a poster. Clearly, there was consent that I will be here.
Yes.
Two, I must have signed a contract to say I'm coming to a fight.
Exactly.
Three, I'm also hoping to win this fight.
Yes.
Two, we shook on it. Those moments. Everything was legal. Estratin.
And also, four, there's a matchup.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
You don't
weight difference.
Yeah,
and
weight
all of that.
difference. Both of us, are same weight.
Yes.
And both of us are wearing gloves.
Yeah.
They standardized. They're the same. It's not like me and Spew. Now you could, even if he's fighting me and I move him and he's small.
Imagine if
that's assault.
Do you know Mawashi Geri?
Mawashi Geri.
Do you know Mawashi Geri?
No.
It's a spinning kick. I've seen him do it. You can try him. Look at you. Look at him saying, "I'm trap."
No, but it would be a mismatch also. It would be cowardice of me to even fight Spew on any other day. He's my boy, but it would be cowardice to fight anyone like that small when you're this big. Unless they start. Then it's a different case.
So basically you claim what trap?
No. I can when I'm put in the position, but I'm not a violent person. But obviously, sometimes, like I said, somebody can start with you and you'll have to do the manly thing, the human thing, which is respond.
I must tell you, in the video that Yolis, what is that Yolis video?
Yeah, Yolis.
You come across as the nicest, sweetest guy who's just drunk.
Yeah,
That's it. You wanted to say something?
Yeah, quickly. So I don't know if you guys remember this, if you're following the case. At some point, Kanye West showed up at the trial, but didn't stay for long. He stayed for 1 minute. And everybody was asking, why is this man here? There were days when, the family would be there because it's an important day and the testimony that's going to be there. It's really important, where you would have expected that if you are supporting, you'd be there on those days.
Yes.
Now, there's a theory out there that Kanye was supposed to be in the court, but the prosecution and the defense felt his presence would actually intimidate the witnesses, right? But another theory is this, there is a very credible possibility that if Diddy loses here, the feds are coming after Kanye. Because in the very same trial, there is a rapper that is unnamed that keeps on coming up. And people believe that rapper is Kanye. Now, with that, let's wrap this, Jay, by just clumping them all together. Now you have a situation right now where you have Tyler Perry. Now is being sued for sexual misconduct, right? Diddy's son is actually been sued for sexual misconduct. So I heard somebody saying that, the Me Too movement was great for the culture, was great for, empowering women and all that. But there is also an overcorrection of how far it went that is now, becoming a problem because now everybody's getting it. So what do you guys think about that?
Yo, Kanye, a rapper, an unnamed rapper.
Yeah, man, Kanye's got a porn addiction. So, yeah.
Okay. How do you know that?
What do you mean, man? Kanye once posted porn on Twitter.
Really?
Yeah, what do you mean? Kanye posted porn on his Twitter.
So you can't, you're basically saying you can't put it past him.
No, I can't put it past him.
Yeah.
But then again, also, for me, it's similar with Diddy. It's as much as, morally people can say it's wrong, etc. But legally, is it a crime? I mean, his woman walks around naked half the time when he's fully clothed, and clearly he gets a kick from that. But where's the crime?
Even with the Diddy case, the threesomes and all of that, the question is that a crime? It's a lifestyle. Is it a crime? That's what some are saying.
He's a freak. Yeah.
Yes.
Is it a crime?
So we wait and see.
Yeah, but I wouldn't.
The heroes are falling, bro. The Tyler Perry one just shocked me, but I'm didn't. But
let me say this: you must never be shocked. Humans are very weird creatures,
especially behind closed doors.
Yeah, humans are.
But I always wonder though. I can understand that Saul, you have money.
It's okay.
I said Saul is here. I called all of them.
Yeah.
Imagine 1 out of every 7 is a freak.
Yeah.
We are amongst freaks.
And there's nothing wrong as long as you're not breaking laws.
Let me say it right. We are surrounded by freaks.
We are freaks. But there's nothing wrong. As long as no one is being harmed who doesn't want to be harmed behind those closed doors.
That's it.
Absolutely.
But here's what I don't understand, guys. Maybe it's a straight man thing. Here's what I don't understand. You have money. You have status. You surely can have sex and go pay somebody who is in that lifestyle, who is comfortable in that lifestyle to do those things for you. Why do you have to coerce somebody? Why does it have to get to that point? Because clearly with money you have access to everything. You can go hire the biggest domatrix or whatever. Why?
Yeah, but what you're not understanding about the psychology of that is that it is doing the sex in a rather unusual way that has nothing to do with money. You see, money, you're likely to buy all of those things.
Yes.
But I want to do it to a specific person. I want to put it inside someone's ear, but not anybody, only that person.
Fuck what they heard.
You see?
When you put it in the ear, that's exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
Yeah,
You want
I
to
get
take, and sometimes, because maybe there's no fun in doing this thing to this person, but you know that they do it for a living. You know what I mean? Putting it in their ear, but you know that other people have also
done it. Yes.
And so it's like, what's the point? But if it's like breaking a person and introducing to them and seeing and which is, I know, probably like creepy and gross, but the shock of this can happen to you. Yeah. Not like a professional that they do this, with a smile.
And you find that because psychology of it surely is multi-layered, but you find that it's in doing it to a person who, one, doesn't expect it, two, doesn't know that I do this. The thrill is in getting someone who's never done this.
Yeah.
And I want to see how they will react in this moment. And it's fast. And then you keep adding more things. It moves from the ear to the nose. Because their whole entire experience, I'm hoping for a pun here, man. I gave you a nose.
Yes.
I gave you a nose. You didn't see it. So it could be any of those elements that go with it.
But why hasn't it happened in South Africa that we have somebody, a big name, a very problem? Because we know it's happening in South Africa. Everybody is about it. Why is it that in South Africa we haven't gotten to that point yet?
Because the people whom it's happening to haven't been brave enough to say it.
Mm-hmm. But what quantify that? What is bravery? Bravery is in what? Coming out in public to say it, or actually going to lay a charge?
Lay a charge.
Wait, I don't get it. Wait. What are you talking about now?
Same scenario
Rich men
in South Africa.
Yeah.
But why would the woman lay charge if they're getting paid and they're agreeing to it?
No.
We just said that being a freak is not a crime.
No. He's talking about a DD trial
Oh, okay.
in South Africa. In the South African context. Where it's Saul and some girl.
Yeah.
Sorry, man. Let me use somebody else's name.
It's okay. It's an example, man. You know?
Yes.
I'm okay.
I'm saying it definitely happens.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Humans are humans, man.
Exactly.
From America to
It just hasn't made it that far. Look at how long it took the DD trial to even come to where it is.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable for the longest time. Yeah. It was rumored for a good year, 2 years, 3 years. And yet eventually it happened and it's in court. But the point is, events like those happen all the time. We are surrounded by freaks.
Yeah.
And it's not a crime, though. As long as everybody is a willing participant.
Is happy to be.
And they're happy.
No, people are saying, some of them, okay, I'm not talking about those people so that they don't say that we are, shaming people. No. But there are certain people who will consent at the time, but for whatever reason, whether it's marital remuneration or whatever interest they have, will turn around and say, no, but I didn't. I was not. Like, for instance, okay, let's just keep it to the Americans because they can't sue us. Kanye with his current wife right now who's going around naked, right? You see, we are seeing it in our face that, okay, she's doing, but she can come in 10 years after they break up and say, I was
forced.
Willing to do that and I was forced. And we are supposed to listen to her and believe her because what people present and what's happening that we don't see, carries value.
You know what? A case like this happens all around us. We just don't see them. There's crime happening next door to where you live, and you're not aware of it.
Oh yeah, apparently. Speaking of that, you know the paras who carry these big trolleys with. Apparently they transport some. There's contraband. Some there's bodies in these things, and we think it's tins. And I was like, it's right in our face. If you want to get rid of, like literally, they could. Because nobody ever
stops to check what they have.
Nobody ever stops those guys. Just get out the way, you're annoying.
Yeah.
And you're thinking they got cans for recycling. It could be a body, it could be drugs in plain sight.
There's a movie that plays on that. Yeah, there's a movie that plays on that where these guys were transporting something and it was exactly the same.
Yeah, in plain sight. Could be anything. Nobody ever stops those guys.
Next time you see them, you're going to question.
Yeah. They're invisible, these guys. Nobody ever pays attention to them. Nobody will ever stop them.
Invisible.
They're invisible.
Yeah.
They're around us all the time, but they're invisible.
You don't see them. Even at
damn, that's a good one. I'm not going to look at them the same way again.
Yeah, bro. It's plain sight. Things happen, eh?
Something invisible as well. Yeah. Corrupt South African police.
Hey,
yeah, man.
They're invisible. Because now we're dealing with a South African police, a crime intelligence head. We are allowed to mention names here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. No, right. Lieutenant General Dumsani Khumalo and 6 high-profile, high-ranking co-accused. They are being charged and they appeared in court on Thursday facing fraud and corruption for getting people jobs.
Yeah, there's another one was no experience whatsoever and like a top cop given a top salary.
Yes.
It's crazy, right? In a country that's rife with crime, and you'd think that is one of our priorities. Yeah. But
when I saw
law enforcement doesn't even take law enforcement serious.
When I saw that, the first question I asked was, and I'm not trying to justify corruption, are cops paid enough? That's the question that crossed my mind. Are they paid enough for them not to be tempted to do such things? Or it's just a case of greed? And South Africans, we've gotten to a point where even if you make enough money, you're likely to still be corrupt anyway, which is what we see in other spaces.
And,
exactly.
Some guys are corrupt and they sit in parliament and they get a decent salary. I mean, how much? Fact checker. Yo, fake. Oh, you haven't done anything.
I'm so sorry.
How much do parliamentarians get paid, for example? Or ministers, ministers. They get paid fat salaries and some still
do wrong things.
So even if maybe, look, I think some may not be paid enough, right? But if you increase their salaries. There are those who probably do it out of necessity, and then there are those who are corrupt just out of pure greed. And you may find, remember Cheki Celebi? He was a top
senior,
cop, a
yes,
senior, paid handsomely.
Yeah,
but
1.5 million a year.
Yeah, pure greed. That was just pure greed.
Yeah.
However, those that do it out of necessity, not that we're justifying it, but it's there. So I think it's a bit of both. But there are those who do it out of necessity, as fucked up as it is, to be corrupt, to take a bribe. But I think they're not paid enough, to answer you.
I don't know what you're looking at, Checker, but I'm interested in the number of cops that are either going through to trial or that are arrested. All of those small dynamics. What's happening there? It'll give us a sense of really how deep is this problem that we're facing of cops that are equally criminals.
No, but it's a civil servants issue. It's not just cops. You get what I'm saying? Because our country has gotten to a point where, I was saying to somebody the other day that, we contribute to the problem because when I give in that traffic cop 100 rand for your convenience so that you don't have to deal with whatever it is, it's contributing to that.
So you've done it.
Yes.
When was the last time? This morning.
When you don't want to queue at the traffic whatever, and then you have to pay somebody, to skip the.
Can we do that too?
I didn't do that all the time.
Guys, you can just give when you go to the traffic department.
Oh yeah.
There's guys who will
run for you.
Who've got a connection.
Exactly. All that stuff like that. So I think it's a civil servant issue. It's not just a cops issue because if you go into the medical field, you'll find that there are also some corrupt, people who work there who misuse funds, who hire their cousins and all of that stuff. Yeah.
Hold on. Oh no, good.
There's a
You
funny.
want to give me water?
There's a funny story of a cop. He's also in trouble, so there was a cover-up. They said there was a break-in or whatever at his home. Turns out he brought a sex worker home, and then she cleaned him out. Gun, laptop, phones. Yeah. And now they Lushaba is the surname, and there was a cover-up, and now him and the guys who helped him are arrested. And I'm like, damn, bro,
that's crazy.
Yeah, in his home.
What do you have for us?
To answer Saul's question at first, you asked how much do parliament members get? Approximately, the basic salary is about 1,275,000.
It's 100K a month.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
And then you'll still find some people corrupt.
A cabinet minister earns approximately 2.6 million. Approximately that amount.
That's a lot of cash.
And that's excluding the other, streams of income, like speaking fees when they speak in this, whatever. So
and all the perks.
All the perks and all of that.
Drivers and
cars,
and house and
so sometimes money doesn't deter people from not being corrupt.
I think as South Africans we know that. We've seen that. That it's not the thievery or theft that happens has little to do with poverty. Poverty plays a role in certain sectors of our society. However, at that level, you can't say I stole because I'm poor. Because part of this case is that they asked for 1,000 rands bail when they were given bail. And the highest, most senior in this group of people, particularly Lieutenant General Dumsani Khumalo, he earns 1,000 to 1.2 million rands a month. Not a month.
A year. So a month is 100K.
Surely he should be able to afford the 10,000 rands bail.
Yeah.
And if you know the law, you get that money back if you are found not guilty. Salaries, policemen?
Okay, before I answer to the salaries of policemen, you asked how many police officers were arrested. Since 2019, this was an article that was posted by DA. Approximately 4,000 police officers have been arrested for
4,000?
Yes.
That's a big number.
That is. Considering I think we have like 200 cops in the country.
200,000
So what's 200,000 cops?
We have
So what's
100. We have 176,000 cops.
So 4,000 is a chunk.
Huge
chunk. It's a chunk
bro.
if there's that little little number of
and
cops.
And then their salaries range about 150. That's an average. And then if you are a brigadier, you have 200,000 per year.
Yeah, I'm a constable. Yeah. How much is the lowest?
200,000 a year.
Yes, per annum.
Oh yeah, that's not a lot. Man.
It's
You
school
see,
fees.
you
That
see.
200,000
Yeah,
is
that's
gone.
not. Yeah, that's. Yeah,
But now,
hey,
does
it's
that
bad,
justify the behavior though? Because here's the thing.
No.
Never.
And that's how I started.
Never.
Gentlemen, have you ever watched these shows on Moja Love, right? Where you hear people saying, I went to the police station, they told me go to Moja Love, go to X Repo. And you wonder, what are the police doing? But now there might be an argument there, these people are fed up, they're not getting much.
But it also has to be mentioned that South African police are one of the most traumatized policemen in the world. They are one of the most overworked policemen in the world. They're exposed to so much nonsense of us doing all sorts of stuff because they're policing a country that is arguably one of the most violent countries in the world without a war. And that's what they deal with as well. It's easy to dismiss them as do your work. But some of them, they are physically and mentally incapable of executing their job. You remember the reason why Dudu took leave? Yeah.
But now, if you're a brigadier or you're a constable, commissioner in a police station,
that's 1.5
are you not
million.
embarrassed? Because I'm assuming you are getting paid well. I'm assuming you are not in the streets, right? Aren't you ashamed when you hear that your station is on TV and somebody's saying, I went to that police station and I was told, no, go to X Repo or go to Moja Love.
Justice through a reality show.
And I posted, there's this new show that I stumbled upon. I posted the thing. They went to a police station with this guy who raped his own daughter who's 12 years old. Literally, this guy, they went with him into the police station to go talk about furniture. And the guy just walks out. And I was so shocked. Wow. This man says it live on TV that I raped my own daughter who's 12 years old and was able to go to a police station and walk out with the presenter. I was very shocked.
Dysfunctional society.
Yeah, but it's troubling to think 170 people are policing 60, 70 million people.
Yeah.
Like, that's ludicrous.
With so much crime.
Yeah, and look, not all 70 million of us are problematic or criminals, but it's a huge chunk that is problematic.
Yeah.
So I do actually understand the burden that's on the police, and they're under-resourced, underpaid.
Traumatized.
Recipe for disaster.
Dealing with all sorts of nonsense that we do. Here's another one. An interesting story. And I want a fact checker to help us with this one. Is a DA member that had an ancestral calling during a meeting. During a meeting
calling
of all,
or like an episode.
Let's call it an episode.
Let's
call it an episode.
You know, one of those things. Yes.
My terminology is wrong.
Yeah, because
that moment.
Hey guys, I'm going to be an ancestor. I'm going to be a Sangoma now. Hey guys, I'm going to be a Sangoma. Hold on. Just going to call it, I'm going to be Sangoma.
In a meeting. I'm not sure if it happened once or twice or a number of times.
Yeah.
And apparently the way the story reads, she was reprimanded for that. Yeah. Me, do you want to help us with that story?
Her name is Karabo Khakau, and she's 28 years old. She has an ancestral calling. So during a meeting on the 22nd of May, a DA meeting, she was sitting on the floor with her shoes removed, and she was basically burping occasionally. So apparently the chief whip of the party called her after that and basically was telling her that her conduct is unacceptable.
You see that? No, but for real.
That is true.
That's because
they don't understand.
If you're in an African party with Africans, we would get it. Now mama but I knew I got it because you know what I mean? I'm not gonna like jump out of the taxi. I'm not gonna say, hey, you mama, hey.
We are lawyer.
That's why you know what I mean? I'm not gonna do because I'm an African and I know that this is involuntary.
Yeah, and it's normal.
It's involuntary.
Yeah.
She can't control it. It's normal. It's part of who we are. We have these people with these gifts in our society, and anything can happen at any time.
Yeah.
But do you think the chief whip, whoever white man of the day is gonna get it?
Nope.
But why are you sitting down? It's a professional setting.
I think sometimes we give these white people in South Africa a lot of leeway. White people have been in South Africa for how many years? 400 years?
Yeah.
They've been around black people. There's not a white person here in South Africa who has never seen a sangoma. They might not have experienced them one-on-one, but they are aware of this thing. We sometimes speak of white South Africans as if like they are from another country and they just came yesterday. You know, I feel like that was very disrespectful because, I mean, like, within white, I don't know if I can call it culture, whatever. There are people who've got Tourette's. There are people who've got all these, you know, why? I just feel that they were disrespectful.
But let me say this, and I agree with part of what you're saying. South African white people made it an effort not to care about your life. They made it a law not to care about your life. They made it policy that they live over there. We use them as a tool to come and clean our houses for many years. They didn't care whatever problem you were having. And we are, based on the statement you're making, you're expecting them to have adjusted over time. It hasn't happened. And it will not be happening. But awareness, though,
the same way. Lack of adjustment, but awareness. I mean, you come on.
No. But remember, awareness comes with a level of interest. You know, you must start from being interested in knowing what's going on. And the same way I said when I was told zinhle, I realized that it's my disadvantage not to understand their language.
Yes.
And I had to make that effort to try to understand. And it comes with that burden that South Africa is carrying, where there's a community of people that do not care about you at all.
And those that care and that stand to benefit from knowing the culture, then do actually learn to speak Zulu. That's why you find the farmers speak Zulu, because they benefit. They won't get robbed, cheated by their own employees. Hence, a lot of farmers know Zulu, so that Ispedi. If you go to Limpopo, you'll find a farmer who can speak Ispedi because of you. They benefit, even commercially, they can quantify it, and that's why they then had to learn it.
No, you put it very nicely. I'm going to steal that. You know, there has to be an interest for you to have awareness.
Absolutely.
I didn't think about it in that way. That was
I think we should find out how the whole thing went, because it happened sometime this past week. If we have a number, right? I have a number.
Damn. Okay.
I have a number. Whose number do you want? Whose number do you want? I have numbers here, my man.
You got everyone's number.
I do, actually.
You're bro, Dave.
With embarrassment. I do. Who do we call her? Okay, all right. Ooh. It's Kakao.
Oh, is it Kakao?
Yeah, say
they were saying Kakao in the news.
And she's very quick to correct.
Is it?
Yeah. She will.
Kakao.
It's not. Let me check again. Let me check again.
She's no longer accepting calls now.
Yeah.
She's not accepting colleagues.
Yeah, and it is a Saturday after all, guys. So
true.
Nothing. Yeah. Oh, she's hanging up.
Oh, maybe it's on Do Not DND. Do not disturb, because Do Not Disturb can do that ring and then says.
Let me see if. It's not going through.
Oh, man, come on.
We tried.
And I really wanted to know, like, what, because we see it on the outside when they burp, but, like, inside, what's going on when that thing happens, you know?
So you were going to ask that. You were going to ask that.
I was going to ask, like, what's going on? No, for real, it's a valid question. Like, because we see the burp and we know that no more, but what is it? Do you feel like somebody has taken over you? Or, you know, like...
What's going on?
Like fascinated, like because it sounds dangerous.
You must get a sangoma.
Yeah. How long has she been with the party?
Look at me saying,
yeah, let's find out how long has she been with the party, because it does not make sense to me that why now?
Yeah.
You know,
no.
No,
I think it's been going on. And it's probably just coming out now.
Okay.
And also she's been in the news quite a bit in the last 2-3 weeks or so because of the Department of which department again she is a shadow minister of education, I think.
Oh.
Yeah. She's a shadow minister of higher education. And so she's been in the papers quite a bit in the last few weeks. And probably that's why a story like that would spike up and make the newspaper.
And also to answer Phil, maybe she never got in a meeting before.
Yeah.
It happens
That's
maybe at a
also a
braai, other
possibility.
places, but
Yes.
not in the work setting. So probably was the first time where it happens in a parliamentary meeting as opposed to maybe sometimes it's in an office by itself. So I think maybe that's why.
Yeah. Phil, you have a story that has to do with
indaba zabantu manje,
social media bullying.
yeah. So anybody who's on social media these days, especially this past week, have seen this, and they know actor Hungani Ndlovu and his wife have decided to part ways. They're getting a divorce. But we're gonna look at it in a different way, because we're gonna look at her coming out. Because let me put it this way, right? So they got a divorce. The story became public, and then people started having comments about their conduct, because they have this sort of like reality show YouTube channel going on. So they were putting their lives out there, so they would be on camera. So there are certain moments that people have taken and said, look at how she responds. Look at how she looks at him. But in a way, it's in both
flags,
ways, kind of thing, right? So she had she came back and she talked about the fact that she does not appreciate the bullying, because the marriage is dissolving amicably. There's no that. So it goes to the issue of for me personally, I don't know about you guys, for me personally, when people put their lives on the internet, there's a certain expectation that they will be judged. It's like people who go on reality shows. Right?
Yeah.
For instance, I'm very perplexed by these ladies who go on The Housewives, and then they're surprised that the show made them look bad. That's what the show is about.
Yes.
So do you guys believe there should be some, how do I put this? People should be cautious of the fact that their words, are harmful and will hurt people, even though these people have decided to voluntarily put their business out there.
Yeah, I agree. I will say divorce is bad. Divorce is tough. It's a horrible time. They're going through arguably one of their worst periods in their lives. And to carry this extra burden of social media bullying, it's an extra thing that they shouldn't be dealing with. However, I will equally say there's some people who look at this as entertainment. There are people who look at your life as entertainment.
Yeah. Well, you made it entertainment.
You made it entertainment.
If you're going to have a reality show, you're making your life entertainment.
That's it. Exactly. You put it out there.
Yeah.
You're selling your reality. And how much you put out there is entirely your choice.
Yeah.
And if much later on people come back and poke at the very life that you gave them, you can't fault them. Yeah. You decided to make it. You decided. It's very clear.
And you got paid handsomely for that.
To do it as well. So I agree with the fact that bullying can be a hard experience to have. Yeah. But you started it, and that's the unfortunate thing about it.
You opened the door.
You did. You said, come see.
Yeah.
But so, as somebody who's in the public eye like that, I think you're the biggest celebrity in the room.
I don't think you're in the public eye like that.
No, I mean in terms of celebrity status,
but not reality.
Yeah.
No, not reality.
You see?
Yeah.
But they want to do a reality show with me.
Eh.
They want to. I got an offer. There's a conversation that's happening. Aye. There's a conversation that's happening. There's a conversation that is happening.
What is the name?
There is a conversation that is happening.
We are pending.
There's a conversation. My thing is, man, show me one person who's ever complained about bullying on social media and somebody said, oh, I'll stop bullying you then. You don't like me.
Exactly.
It's futile.
Yeah.
For me, it's futile, man. And also, like you said, you got paid handsomely.
Right.
Yeah.
And you must take the good with the bad.
That's
If
it.
you take the 1 million, 2 million rands for the reality TV show or for season 3, guess what? There's going to be people when something happens in your life.
Yeah.
One day, if something ever happens in my life,
After we
people are going to come on this show
Yeah.
and dissect all the... Let's say one day I'm charged for something horrific. They'll say, yeah, besides, see here he says he likes this. Here he says he likes this. Oh, you see, there's Kokoma as Koteni saying he follows someone like this on social media. Do you get me?
Yeah.
People will naturally do that, and that's what we have given the people. So...
Yeah.
It's unfortunate, but you gotta take the good with the bad. You gotta take that check with people dissecting your life. When things happen in your life, they go back and say, the red flags were always there.
But there's also another thing that's happening right now, right? There's this saying called the Streisand effect. The Streisand effect.
Yeah.
Right?
We're getting a call. We're getting a call back.
Okay,
We're getting a call back.
Oh,
We're getting a call back.
Yo, it goes for Willow. It goes like it.
Hello.
Hello? Hello, how are you, man?
Oh.
Do I sound like I work at a call center? How are you, man? Hi, you're speaking to David Mashabela. I'm recording a show for Podcast and Chill. She put it down. Ah, man.
Oh, come on, man. I really want to like talk to her.
You want to try again? One more time? You take.
Or maybe text her, let her know.
You take over.
Okay. What's her name?
Karabo.
I thought you knew her personally.
No, I don't.
Oh, you said you got her numbers.
Not her.
Oh, okay.
It's not going through. No, let's let it go.
Nah, it's fine. Okay, Phil, you've been trying to get in the Streisand effect, man. Before you go on, though, guys, I gotta let you know you can win yourself a share of over 1 million rands in cash, betting vouchers, or even a brand new car, a 2025 or motor. All you gotta do is until the 5th of July 2025, place a bet of 50 rands or more on Hollywood Bets Durban July race meeting. That means on any one of the races, and that's it. You can be one of the lucky winners. Register using this promo code Chillers and get started with 25 rands plus 50 free spins just on Hollywood Bets. The link is in the comments. And as always, this is for 18 and older. Please check the TNCs. Yeah, you were saying about the Streisand
cool.
effect.
So there's this thing called the Streisand effect, right? The law goes like this: that there was a
Take over.
Hello, Mam Karabo.
Well, Mama, Jehova.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you? This is Soap and Duga from Podcast and Chill. We're calling you and we're recording an episode.
Yeah.
And, we're talking about your story and what happened. The story that's in the news at the moment about the incidents with the chief whip of your party reprimanding you.
Yeah, no, we're not having that chat.
Oh, man. You Really? Because we feel bad for you, and we thought we should bring it up and just highlight that these things happen to our people. Are you sure?
I'm hugging you in my heart, you guys. Thank you, but we're not having that chat.
Don't drop the phone on us. We wanted to understand you, please.
I know it's over. Bye-bye.
Yo, all right,
You guys are so ungovernable. I'm going to hang up on you guys.
No, let's talk about Terry Mutawi then. And that you'll talk about, right?
What about Terry Mutawi?
Let's talk about the Department of Education and find out the issues that are happening there.
So is this you trying to say I'll talk about that but not talk about my issues?
We're hoping as we talk, you will then say, oh, they're actually a friendly bunch. Maybe they'll allow me. Maybe we can talk about something else. No, not today.
Yeah, no, look, I think you heard the press briefing that we had today, that we're not going to be voting for Nkabana's budget for reasons that are already out there. The president must fire her. That woman has absolutely no integrity to be leading young people of this country, its students, certainly not the teacher space and academics. So she doesn't hold the necessary type of integrity to be leading that department.
So today you're saying you're firing the minister, but we'll find out what happens as the week goes. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you so much, you guys. Bye.
Thank you.
Cheers. Oh, wow.
We tried.
Yeah, I got fooled. Yeah, but that Minister of Education just doesn't care, man. I couldn't believe it. I'm still shocked by the bubble gum and her saying integrity. What? She was asked about integrity or credibility. Credibility is what you'll find on Google.
Let me tell you that story is the craziest thing. It happened many years ago with Minister of Communications, where you could tell that she was controlled elsewhere. And she had to answer to all this nonsense. And she's in parliament having to answer questions that she clearly has no answers to. And then the Minister of Higher Education is facing exactly the same thing. And our DA is saying, we don't want her anymore. I don't want to turn this into a serious conversation. So let's carry on.
Streisand effect,
So there's this thing called the Streisand effect, right?
Yeah.
So the logo is like this. There was a story out about Barbara Streisand, the musician, the much-loved Barbara Streisand, and she has power. So when this story came out, she wanted to suppress the story. But in her trying to suppress the story, it made the story bigger because she is Streisand. You get what I'm saying? So that's why the Streisand effect. The reason why I'm bringing it up is this thing, Yahore. Oh, Stephanie, if you just let this go, because you know how it is, social media is very evanescent. Within a week, we move on to a new story.
That's it, yeah.
So now,
Dude.
her coming back with this whole, you guys are bullying me and whatever. Now people are going back, bring up the videos of her
Bullying.
kind of bullying the husband and all of that, right? So I'm just on some like, from now on, if she watches this or she's listening, this is a private matter, obviously, because you guys feel like you need to deal with this, personally, without having to deal with the public. Stop commenting on it, because the more you comment on it, the more you keep the story alive.
Is it true that she was the casting, or she was in charge
Yeah,
of casting
That's
when
how they met.
Hungani was trying to get a gig?
That's how people use it. No, people use that clip actually to say it, Kore, because in the video she says he was a struggling actor. And then his reaction is that I was not, But now she was the casting director at Scandal, who she says with her own words that she hired him at Scandal. So power dynamics.
And if the roles were reversed, there was so much outrage.
So the sad thing is that now people are using that. Yeah, people are using those kind of clips to kind of like make a case against her. But also I've seen videos of people not liking Hungani and thinking Hungani was not a good husband and all of that. But anyway, my advice: if you don't want people to talk about you, don't give them a reason to talk about you.
I saw the video of the I Got You With the Job. It does look cringe. It's
off.
The power dynamics are very strange there. And because he's trying to say, but I was working when you got me this gig. I didn't get this job. Basically, my career is not because of you. It kind of feels that way when you're watching that small little clip. But again, it goes back to the point you made earlier. Only that clip, out of context. You see, we don't know the conversation they were having before or after that. We are seeing that tiny moment. And therein lies the problem with moments like that are used against you years later.
But I also don't understand people who put their relationships on I understand if it's an interview, you don't have that much, control over the edit and all of that, right? They were editing their own videos. I mean, some of these moments I know you want to be real, but some of these moments, how could you allow this to go out? Because some of it it's a bit much.
Don't take it pressure from the production company or channel.
No,
to say,
nobody's there.
This is a YouTube channel.
It's a YouTube thing.
It's
Oh shit!
It's their YouTube channel.
It's YouTube channel.
That's their own. Because sometimes, there are certain conversations that are happening that I'm thinking, at some point your child is going to be 12, 15.
And they're going to watch this.
They're going to watch that with, you know how kids are in school with bullying, actually. So now they have evidence to actually, embarrass you about your parents.
I didn't know, Johnny. Your mom bullies your dad. That's what happens. You see what I mean? Oh, hell.
Yeah, man.
Anyway, as it turns out, over 70,000 young South Africans file for road accident fund claims. I want you to appreciate this number. It's a big number. If you don't really get in your head, you won't realize that. Over the past 5 years, a staggering 70,743 personal injury claims were lodged with the Road Accident Fund by South Africans between the ages of 15 and 35. This is 43% of all claims at RAF. The question is, why are so many young people getting involved in road accidents? Remember, when you're looking at an accident, there are two ways of seeing it: pedestrian and driver and passengers. Remember, passengers are in the car with you as you're driving, or you're likely to hit someone that is crossing the road, whatever it is that they're doing on the road. When I saw these stats, I said, clearly there's something wrong. There's something wrong that's happening either on our roads, the quality of our roads, or it's just these young people are behaving badly on the roads.
I'm sure you've traveled a lot and you've seen in other countries and you've seen the difference. I think South Africans, just as a culture, we don't respect road laws like that. It's not in our culture to be like, you've seen in London how people will stop. People will not just cross anywhere. But in South Africa, we just a culture that does not really respect road rules and all of that. So I'm not surprised.
Are you surprised?
It's boys that skip the red light, No, for real. Like my previous car when it got written off.
Yeah.
A cop skipped. I've got it on dash cam. A cop skipped a red light, bomb into me.
Wow.
And it was between those ages, that age bracket. No. He was.
He was sober.
He was sober. It was in the morning. I was going to work. I don't know, man. And I don't want to. I think it would be lazy of me to just say, it's drinking and driving. But it is young people who are going to work, going to school. I remember when I was in matric, I was taking a taxi. You know what I mean, from Forslow to Benoni every day. So it's also young people. I don't know, man. I feel like that's going to be the natural number because it's probably young people. Those are the biggest road users on the road, be it public transport or be it they're driving or be it they're walking as well. It's
some of the
most active
population
bracket in our population.
Some of the factors that come across, and I want all of us here to think about it. When you were in your early 20s, brand new car with friends, your respect and relationship with the car is very different. You grow older to respect it differently to when you were a young man with a car. I know I rode with one of my nephews, and I was 5-6 years ago, and I know I'll never drive with him again. The way he was driving was so bad. And to him, this is cool.
Yeah.
There is a level of disrespect. And you said it, road users and also as young drivers. Your behavior as a young kid behind the wheel is very different to when you're older. You grow to respect the car very differently as well. And that's one of the factors.
And I also wanted to emphasize that number, it's not just about people in the cars. It's talking about, accidents where people get hit by cars.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to make sure it's a culture thing where people, And why you go kasi? The zebra walks. What do you call them?
Actually, they are
there.
No, just mean you get what I'm saying? Yeah.
And someone is gonna knock you over for. They don't realize that you've got the right of way as a pedestrian.
No, but you
walk over the zebra
crossing.
It's
shocking how many people in this country get hit by cars. The number, if you were to find out, I don't know if it would be available in the stats, but it's a big number.
Pedestrian numbers are higher. Probably 43% of the total number of accidents are pedestrians. Every time we hear stats, whatever festive season stats we get, whether it's Easter or December, the highest number is actually pedestrians. We always think it's highway accidents. No, it's actually pedestrians. And now when you then look at the number even further, you realize that it's young pedestrians and young drivers. So it makes it even more scary. Your point is it's more of an issue of they are the biggest number of road users.
It's just pure stats, man. It's the most active, age bracket of the population. So it's people going to school. For example, how many school accidents have we heard of? Where firstly, those school cars are all overcrowded half the time. Have you seen? Abantwana clearly like and I don't even know sometimes they can't. Yeah?
Abomalume.
No, abantwana.
Abomalume, labo driver. Abomalume.
But then it's tough, man. Being black is traumatic.
These cars, or their kids are in these cars, or I always ask myself that.
They know.
Do the parents know?
But
this guy has 50 kids in the
parents know.
My mom didn't have a car, right? Yeah. Toluti, there's like 2 transports that will go to Forslow, 2 Alberton, 2 Brackendowns to Glenview Primary School. What choice does she have?
You see?
So it's traumatic being black, man. Like, what option really does she have? Because she doesn't have a car, and she can't, even if she did, she can't drive to Brackendowns early morning
and then go to work,
and then go to Katlohong to Esibugo Primary Lapa, and then pick me up as well. She can't. So sometimes they leave you in these cars.
Hey, brother, did you see that video of it's a nice video. Initially, when you watch it, it's a nice video. This guy sees this kid walking alone in the street, and then he stops and offers him let me go buy you whatever. It's a beautiful video of somebody doing something nice and getting the kid shoes. But within that conversation is the fact that why is this kid walking alone like this? And why is just a random stranger able to stop? And yes, he's going to go do something nice for the kid, but why is a stranger able to do that? And then you think about stuff like that maybe the mother doesn't have a choice. Maybe there's no other person who can actually walk with this kid to school. There's no other person who can go and pick the child up and all of that. Hey, it's sad, bro.
That one is scary. And I'll tell you where it unsettles me. These kids at intersections with a donation little
I
thing.
don't give.
That thing completely unsettles me.
No! I'm so sorry.
I wasn't even done talking.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't give.
Don't give me. No. I'm very generous.
Yes.
But I'm always so conflicted when I give a kid a strategy who's begging for money or asking for donations. because I'm enabling them to say this is actually a hustle. I'm validating that hustle.
Yeah.
That's my issue.
100%. My issue is we should not let them be there.
Yeah.
We're dealing with human trafficking at a level that's scary in our country.
Yeah.
If you take one of these kids from Fage Motweni and drive off, that's it.
Oh, God.
And they are there all the time asking for donations. It scares me every time I see it.
Though, do you guys know, I mean, I heard this, I don't know how true it is. Maybe our chillers can actually, tell us on that. Apparently, some of these mamas with kids, Makonini and whatever, traffic stops and whatever, apparently there's the syndicates that actually hire women who hire out children from other women. It's like some of them is not even their own child.
No, that's a whole thing.
So that 50 rand is not even going to that mama with the 2 kids there. That 50 rand is going somewhere.
We knew that.
Yes.
We all know that.
We all know that, dog. All those are rented kids.
No, because that generosity comes in when you see that baby. I get it. So now
you can also offer your kid if you're broke. No, it's a business.
You can rent out your kid.
Yes. 50
you
rands
get some money,
50 rands a day.
Yeah.
Jeez.
You're a parent.
You're the only person that
So it's a whole economy, Jay. Whole economy.
Literally.
On that, man.
They get the kids, drop them off, not even their kids.
Yeah.
I don't, and even those ones.
Yeah.
And the reason is because some of us are giving them money, because when I said we're giving them money, and what we're doing is fueling that fucked up industry.
Yeah.
That industry exists. It's flourishing. It's big. It makes money for those who control the system.
Kid you not.
It's been a lot of fun.
It's been a lot of fun in a typical David Mashebela style. We did it, how long is it? 3 billion hours. I mean, your shows are long, but
They're long.
But you want to remain engaged.
Yeah.
Though, beautiful. I don't know why we've never thought of having Brad Davis as stand-in, eh? Because we've never. Yeah, man, it was really fun. I enjoyed it. Thank you, sir.
I've done this show before. Differently, when
was
we did the
different, though.
interviews and all of that.
Yeah.
I come in once a year, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm that guy.
So check that we're not wrecking a studio.
Yeah. But thank you again. Thanks for the invite. Thanks,
Thank you,
Chilas.
brother.
I hope you stayed throughout the show. We've enjoyed it thoroughly. You have to say goodbye. Thank you again for the visit.
Phil.
No, thank you for having me. I had fun. I laughed and I learned something. Thank you for the Shangaan education. I'm very fascinated about that. I'm going to be telling people as if I knew all along.
Bro, before we close, bro,
Yeah.
I enjoy your feature on 702 with Relebogile.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
You
Thank
talked
thank
about
you.
stuff on TV. What's there to watch right now? Because
Yeah.
I always just sit blankly looking at Netflix, Apple TV, and not knowing what to watch.
scrolling.
Yeah, it's so annoying.
Yeah. Look, I mean, you know how sometimes you think you've watched everything, and I always say to people that even when you have guests in your house, let them control remote. You'll discover new shows, you'll discover new things to do, and all of that. So, yeah.
No, and let me put it on a show. Your Friends and Neighbors. Have you seen that show?
Your Friends and Neighbors.
Yeah. Please Google the name.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a show on Apple thingy. It's amazing. Especially the end. So, in a nutshell, this guy is like a hedge fund, whatever manager, big, Wall Street guy, loses a job for shagging a junior, right?
Yeah.
And
Power dynamics.
yeah, power dynamics.
Yeah.
But he needs to keep up the facade of this rich neighborhood. And no one locks the doors in this neighborhood. And then he starts stealing, like paintings. But the end is so beautiful. And as much as it's got a bit of comedy in it, but the undertones and the messaging just about life and what people work so hard and value and realize that it's not even worth shit.
No, but have you seen
all
that
this
Travis
stuff.
Scott? Travis Scott is coming to South Africa, for his concert. Have you seen the Trainwreck Astro World documentary?
Nope.
It is fascinating. It's on Netflix. Go see it right now.
Okay.
It's very fascinating. It's It's gonna make you think a little differently about the man. But hey, he's coming to South Africa. Everybody's got their tickets.
Oh, that's where people died. No,
Yes.
that's where people died.
That's where the kids died. I mean, as a Anyway, I think I'm good.
Yeah.
He covered basically everything about Your Friends and Neighbors. It's on Apple TV and it's on
Beautiful
its
show,
second
man.
season now.
The end, though. Oh, man, it makes you think,
Your colleague at 702 has a show also about divorced. divorced women.
It's one of those shows that for me, shows like that give me like vicarious embarrassment, like secondhand embarrassment kind of thing. Yeah, so it's people who are famous and have had public divorces. But I think the biggest story from that is the fact that Meliswi Gaba is trying to interdict.
fight it off.
Yeah, to fight out
Absolutely,
interdict.
yes.
Multi-choice to stop.
He's
Yeah.
got a porn addiction.
Yeah.
No. That's what the wife said. That's what
right.
she wanted to say.
Yes.
And then I was like, yeah, bro. You got, then you got
listen.
gigs, apparently. You got gigs and cucumbers. You got cucumbers of all this stuff. Oh, yeah. And he covered it. He interdicted it, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's successfully or not.
No, it's not going to be successful in any way because here's the thing. The argument from multi-choice is that all the information that is shared there is information that is in the public anyway.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? So they most likely going to win. And multi-choice always wins. You saw what happened with the Queen Mujaji situation. They've got the right lawyers and all of that. But yeah, so that's what's happening. And
interesting.
Go see if you haven't seen it.
Subscriptions, though.
That's how you show me. But anyway, I was glad to be here. I had a great time. Thank you for inviting me. And finally, I mean, she's still so demure. You know, sometimes you think people put on a thing. She's just like that. Yeah, you're fact checker. I always feel so sorry for her when I'm watching the show. Now I can see, right? That's how she is.
No,
but yeah,
she's
had a great
fine.
time.
She's
Yeah,
happy.
had a great time.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Thank
We
you so
enjoyed it. Thank you again for watching Podcast and Chill. But in Pagama Chilla, Pagam.
I shall figure it.
Peace. See you, buddy. Take care.
If you've made it this far, we really appreciate you guys. Make sure you support by subscribing, liking, sharing, and don't forget to comment. Kezo. All right, chillers. So today we're talking about the Odoo CRM app. Remember Odoo, guys? It's that one software with all the apps you need for all your business solutions. And today we are including a CRM. It's just like a PA, so?
Yeah, man. Dude, this thing is amazing. It's neat. It's powerful. The Odoo CRM essentially makes you not forget your customers. I mean, every lead, every sale, every deal, it's all tracked. The Odoo CRM is like a side chick, but professional.
Exactly. It helps you respond fast so you don't lose customers to that next guy.
And features, well, don't stress about that. You can connect it to your Odoo website and your Odoo marketing apps. So leads from immediate campaigns land straight to your site and right into your CRM. So you can manage your sales pipeline, keep notes of critical deal information, and plan activities accurately. Think about how many businesses in Mzansi lose money because they forgot to follow up with the new leads and customers, while Odoo CRM makes sure no lead gets ghosted.
And guess what the best part is? This thing like literally grows with you. You start small. The first app is free. We've mentioned that. And then you can add more apps as your hustle grows and your income is growing. Obviously, unlike other CRMs, Odoo doesn't force you into a whole wedding and commitment. You can just date first.
If you're not tech savvy like me, but need this for your business, you can book a free meeting with an Odoo expert. You get to choose the time at your convenience.
So the way I look at it,
Yeah.
the pros that it's intuitive,
Yeah.
it's flexible,
Yeah.
it's affordable. I mean, what are the cons? I don't see any, bro.
Total no-brainer, bro. The way I look at it, this thing, dude, if you're selling phones or sneakers on Instagram or you're running an actual full formalized company, it makes you look like a boss.
Just don't overcomplicate it. Keep it simple, grow step by step, and let the tool work for you. Stress the app, don't let the app stress you.
So I think we've said enough. Make sure you check it out for yourself. You can start right now for free or book a free meeting. Check out the link in the comment section. All right, so coming up on the show today, we spoke about the man on everybody's lips, Mashiko.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Too short, Arabia.
We got into the royalty dispute of Hamba Juba.
Hey, that story is growing wings.
Yeah. Also, Zozo, you spoke about Faith and Ketty dating Kanyimbao's ex. We got into that. We also spoke about Tiwa Savage and Tyler, what happened on the Breakfast Club.
Oh, yeah.
Liquid Deep is back together.
They're
delved
coming
into
back,
that and a whole lot more. But before we start the show, I got to let you know that in November, Penduka, we're celebrating 1 year of the best-selling book of all time.
Oh, my nigga!
Uncancelable. Yes. So we're going to have an event.
Beautiful.
So the kind of event that we want to do, bro, it's like, remember in Bram when there were those artsy guys and they used to have like arty things happening at the event where there'd be like underground bands performing and then you have artists painting and it's just like celebrating art and
it reminds me of like Arts on Main back in Maboneng back then. Yeah,
that vibe.
Arts on Main vibes. Yes. Oh, bro. Beautiful.
That's what we're going for. So make sure you join us on the 1st of November. There's going to be live bands. There's going to be interviews with other authors.
Ooh, beautiful.
So we're celebrating literature. There's going to be book signings, pop-up bookstores for those who like to read. So that's happening on the 1st of November at the beautiful Victoria Yards in Johannesburg. Tickets are now live on quicket.com. Early bird tickets are at $100 until the 15th of October. Check out the link in the description below if you want to come join us. It's limited, so I think about 300 people can come.
Perfect venue, that Victoria Yards.
Oh, you like it?
Yeah, Temple Jeans is from there. They do their things there. And then you've got like these world-class South African sculptors that make beautiful art there. Yeah. It's like a whole lot of like, you know, it's a whole yard of just creativity and creative
100%,
work.
Yes.
Beautiful.
That's what we're looking for. So make sure you keep it locked to find out which guests will be joining us and bands and stuff like that. And then also, dog, I think my ancestors don't want me to go to China, bro.
No.
I kid you not,
Don't
dog.
say that, dog.
So guess what happens, also? So we're meant to go to China this week, right? My visa got accepted, right? Then I get a call on Friday from the China embassy. They're like, hey, unfortunately, we're going to have to revoke your visa and cancel your visa because you ran out of pages. There's no more pages on your passport. So I need a new passport.
Oh, no. Oh, dog. Globetrotter.
Fuck, dog. Yeah, so I have to get a new passport. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be there at the China event. But you're still going, right?
Yeah. Well, the event is still happening. Because last time, a lot of people were super disappointed that you went there. And so the people who are there, I mean, it's not like there's 2 million South Africans who are chillers in China. It's a finite number. So I don't know if, it's still going to happen. But yeah, I should still be going there. Do the one with extra pages now when you apply for a new one.
Yeah, I'm getting a new one.
Yeah. Because when I applied for my new one, it's the one with the extra pages. There's like one with extra pages.
Oh, and then you just pay like extra amount.
Yeah, a bit of extra amount, but it's got extra pages, so it'll last you longer.
Yeah.
Because it definitely won't last you 10 years. As it's valid for 10 years, but it won't last you 10 years.
Yeah, so I do apologize to all the chillers that were looking forward to seeing me in China. Konnichiwa.
That's not just Japanese.
Oh, is it?
Agnachiwa, Konde. Shit.
What video did you see that made you laugh?
No, man. People just reminded me of the Prapas video, but I saw it like last year. Yeah. It's a very old video. Yeah, maybe earlier on this year, I don't know, but many months ago. It's just a funny video.
What's happening in the video?
So I think the guy's driving through the hood, with a Prapas. So people are obviously celebrating seeing it, but there's this random nigga, and you can hear him shouting from afar, trying to catch up, and the passion at which he shouts in Prapas is just something funny.
Play the shows, let's see it.
And you hear him shouting, approaching.
Did you hear the discontinuing G-Wagons, eh?
Oh, the actual basic G-Wagon or the G53 or 56, what is it now?
As a whole, I think they're not going to make them anymore.
What do you mean? I thought it's a very popular car and a very beautiful car.
So did I, bro.
That's
everybody
like a
loves it,
symbol.
Yeah.
When people are... when they've arrived, they want to get a G-Class to show people. No matter how uncomfortable it is, because you've been in one and you said...
It's not
yeah.
comfortable. I didn't like it.
Yeah, well, some people do that. They buy stuff that maybe isn't even comfortable, but so that the world knows, I want to spend 4 million on this.
Fact checker, you want to say something?
Apparently, these are rumors that are being circulated on social media. Mercedes-Benz has stated that they are not discontinuing the Brabus.
Oh.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. People love that. They still buy it.
Please play them a video that I saw recently. It was Dineo doing a podcast. The way she said this is so funny.
Oh, Renox!
Yeah, it's an old podcast, but this I saw the other day.
A man must take his silence, guys. Men are too loud now. Men need to think. Men hold the vision.
What? I also want to.
Men are too loud.
Serasa. That's why I wanna. Yeah. That's why.
Too loud.
That's why they thought they were discontinuing the G class. Because G's moving silent, dog. Drop this.
That killed me to know. You gotta love her, man.
Oh, flip.
Anyway, what do you mean? We are back, ladies and gentlemen.
Niggas in South Africa.
Triplets here. Back by popular demand. Zoza is here, standing in for Ghost Lady. We got Dudu in the building. Tato's here. Shots is here. Fact Checker's here. Simpiwe is here.
Drop this.
Poison. Where do we start, man? Yes, there's so much to talk about today. Everybody's been talking about G Mashego crashing out, though.
Yo,
this kid, bro.
The kid, I'm worried about the kid, man.
You worried about him?
What's up with the kid, man?
Yeah.
Like, you think, when you've got such a big song, you're going to follow up and just keep on making the music, because I think that's what a lot of artists want and wish, that they get this one big song to launch the rest of their career, because now you've got people looking at you. You've got
song,
the ears.
bro.
Oh, Birimarung was insane, dog. But maybe I know that he's mentioned things that are frustrating him, but I'm thinking this is not like a fact, it's an opinion. Maybe he's frustrated by the fact that deep down, that the other songs are not catching. Because I went to his Spotify and the boy's been releasing music. But sadly, it hasn't been the follow-through that you hope after a big song like Birimarung. And also, that frustration may be mixed with the fact that, songs like Birimarung, right? Very, very bubblegum. They fall so fast.
Yeah.
Like, you play it now, like the original version, it doesn't hit at all, So some songs really do fall just like that. That's why it's important sometimes to make the timeless music, because you can still play some hits from last year even now, and it still shakes the place up.
For those who don't know, G Mashego is the guy who did Birimarung, but he's been singing a lot of stuff. So let me just go through some of it, right?
Yeah.
He says Scorpion Kings and Sony Music are profiting from the hit song Birimarung, but he hasn't seen a share. He claimed the duo made something like 64 million rands from events, performance revenue from Birimarung, while he's demanding 23 million as his portion. That's ridiculous. Ain't no way Birimarung made that much money.
That's impossible.
Bro.
And what does it mean from events and performing? Who? Because I could have got a booking fee and he's been gigging.
I can believe that Pori and Kabza have made that much from gigs and stuff like that, but just
that's
from
throughout their career.
Yeah,
that's throughout their career. Not one song.
Not one song.
And how do you make how do you quantify the money generated, the revenue generated from gigging off of a song? How do you say Kabza made this much from Asibe Happy from gigs?
Yeah.
You can't from gigs. Yeah. Especially when you're a guy like Kabza, because you're getting booked for your catalog. Not even so you can't quantify a particular amount and say this is from gigs and it's due to this song, unless you only have one song. But those numbers are not the real numbers, bro.
He traveled to Nigeria under the belief of a paid gig or work opportunity, but says the deal fell through. Once there, he claims that he was left without money, effectively stranded with no help to get back home. He appealed publicly via live video for help, donations, even giving banking details to afford a return flight. As part of the above disputes, he raised broader concerns about how emerging artists are treated, especially around contracts, royalty distribution, transparency. He suggested the industry infrastructure system is failing new talents who may produce big hits but not reap the financial rewards due to being exploited or unclear agreements. He made claims that Scott's Mapuma is not originally from South Africa and that a BMW M4 often associated with him is not his but owned by Jeepa Entertainment. He also allegedly said that Toss's luxury items, his designer wear, accessories are not generally his but belong to DJ Maporisa. He said Pori has sexual relations with Mahu, Cyan, and ex-Dappy's girlfriend. He also alleged that Pori sleeps with Young Stana and many other boys. He claims they wanted to sacrifice him in Nigeria. He said that Uncool MC doesn't have a car, uses Pori's cars. Some of the backlash from his claims involved responses from more established artists. I think Young Stana did a live asking him to respect elders and learn more about how the industry works. He implied that people around him, management industry, have misled him or failed to protect his interests, and then he got arrested, but that had nothing to do with what I just said above, right? Tebogo Mashego has not been arrested. Information received indicates that he displayed an abnormal behavior and allegedly acted violently, assaulting people without apparent cause. SAPS members were summoned to the scene and in the interest of public safety had to forcefully remove him from the community as he was visibly causing havoc.
Yeah.
So your thoughts on this? A lot to talk about, but yeah, what are your thoughts, man?
Yo, there's so much. One of the things I was thinking is, do you think his crash out is warranted and what are the intentions behind it? Because it's been spoken about so many times about how artists have been mistreated or not acknowledged for their work and all of that. And it gets to a point where if you're going to pursue a career in a specific thing, you need to equip yourself with as much information as possible. So for him to come and say, Bamuropile or what, like, I think I feel at least anyway, he was supposed to do enough research for himself to know what he needs to do to protect himself and like what's necessary for him to make sure that he's not robbed of anything. So I question the intention behind his crash out, one, and two, with all of the other things that he said about other people now, like it sounds like two shots is training now because of a lot of the things that it sounds like.
From Two Shots.
I understand. So now the poor Two Shots, you know what, maybe we'll need it, but Two Shots now was never a part of the conversation, but he's almost now the main part of the conversation because Two Shots said. And then Two Shots in confidence. Now all of a sudden everything is out in the world. So also for his personal brand, what does he think is going to happen after this? Do you understand?
That's my concern, man. I feel like he's going to have a tough time. I don't want to call it and say it's chai for his career because anything happens, it's in God's hands. But like, yo, bro, after that, because it's not only Young Stana went live, it's Tyler ICU went live.
What did Tyler say?
Same thing. Okay. Like, yo, bro, there's one way of raising your grievances. It's okay you've got grievances, but yo, bro, just have a bit of respect. And now you're throwing other people's names into the thing, and now people are coming out having to defend themselves, and you're swearing at someone that, quite frankly, changed his life, Tyler ICU, you know? Young Stana also came from that point that, yo, this man changed my life, and you're swearing at him. And Young Stana made one thing that's very important, and he told the truth. He said, you were with us, dog. You were with us in Pori Studio, Kamogelo Studio. You were part of the family. And Young Stana was like, when he got there, remember, he was still signed to Chaivane. And he got there, did your Adiweles, and continued to sleep in that studio, right? He didn't just get one song and figured, and I think this is the temptation. You get one song, and now you want to flex on everybody in the hood that, see, motherfuckers, I told you. This would work out. I made it now. And as you do that, you forget, especially these bubblegum songs. 7 months down the line, if you don't have another backup, you can't perform that thing, and no one's going to want to book you from that thing because there's a new song now. You know, there's Malacosta now. There's all sorts of songs now that sound pretty much, that are in the same pocket as that. And Young Stana said he just continued working and working and working with these guys. And he said, bro, you literally were inside. You had access to this studio, these producers, Pori, everyone, and you could have continued and went on. And Young Stana was like, he saw money from Adiwele, I think, or Notamato, that album, after 2 years. Yeah. You know,
So there's something that I was thinking about when I was seeing this whole thing unravel, and I might be deviating slightly, but please correct me, please. I stand to be corrected and educated, But there was a tweet I saw, I don't remember from who, but one of these Twitter people that are always yeah. And he says something along the lines of, you can't go against Pori on a public platform because what do you think is going to happen to you? I find that statement a little bit problematic, even though it may be possibly true. I don't know. I mean, Pori seems to be or is like one of the bigger guys in the industry when it comes to Mapiano and everything.
He is, yeah.
But there's a part of it that feels very like it's almost like they idolize him to a certain degree, which for me feels a little bit concerning because like from a business perspective, it's amazing. He's influential. He does all of these things. But now it's almost like you can't say anything because even if it's true, now you can't say anything against Pori
even
because
if you do it respectfully.
your career is ruined. Do you understand? And that I don't know. I feel a little uncomfortable with that kind of limitation because I feel like now even if something is true, nobody's gonna believe it because it's Pori, you know. So there's a level of idolization that makes me a little bit uneasy with the whole thing. Hore. Yeah, he's big and he's influential and he's everything, but like now we can't say anything because of Ramotaba. Which is a reality, I guess, in the South African landscape, and probably even on a like global stage. But yeah, I
don't know whether is it because of, and maybe we don't have proof of this. Is it because he intentionally blocks people, or which is more plausible? Is it because of after you go on a rant like he did, nobody wants to work with you because they don't want to fall out of favor with Pori? Not that he's going around saying, blackball this guy, blackball him to all radio stations. I doubt that's the case. But I think it's because everybody else wants to be, you know, that proximity and attachment.
To Pori.
Yeah.
Then
So
Pori's sitting nicely then because he literally clearly controls everything.
But without him saying, I control. Okay, well, he did go on live the other time and said, we are all his children. What the fuck? That play, I'm a piano, you know? Yeah, that was some arrogance,
you see,
you
so
know?
now it gets to the head where, yeah, now he can say anything he wants to because he knows, or I'm the man. Hey, man, I don't know. I don't know.
No one mentioned of all that power to him.
No.
But he worked. That's what I'm saying. I don't know whether he plays that card or it's just given to him because of what he has done and
Even
how many
if it's
people.
given to him, he's not denying it because he enjoys the privileges it comes with.
Yes, because he's never come out and denied. I heard that, but I heard somebody say you can't have a hit in South Africa without him. That is total bullshit. There's so many hits at the moment that don't have Pori. You know, yes, he releases hits and he's got a gang of producers, fine. But surely, guys, people can work and put in the hours. And South Africans love music. Good music is good music, man.
What happened on Piano Pulse? I didn't watch this week's episode, but apparently they called Two Shot, ne? What did he say about this?
Ntutuko Phillips. No, that's his name. Ntutuko Phillips.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know Two Shots? He's from Forstler, right? Or he's lived in Forstler before. You know, he used to commentate MacG.
Okay.
Like, you know, those Gussie tournaments? Now, one gonna make, what shall I spike to? Yeah, he used to do that. Hence, I think maybe that's why he can even rap so fast.
Oh, so he's commentating when he's rapping.
No, man, he's good. He's got a flexible tongue.
Okay.
Yeah. You know Too Short, right?
Yeah.
Bastrata. Yeah.
I've met him.
Yeah, cool.
Had a couple of gigs. Yeah.
Cool boy, man.
Yeah.
Cool kid.
Yes. What did you say?
He said, it's not that they went there with him and then left him stranded. The way he was explaining it, it was a thing of, let's say they sent him to go buy bread or something, and he didn't want to go or something like that. No, man.
Why were they sending him to buy bread, though? Shame,
man. No, it's just... Yeah, so... And he didn't want to, right?
Yeah.
And he was also just saying obviously, why, like you asked, why would you send me to buy bread, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
And then they went, they left him at the hotel. Then he says when they came back, he wasn't there already. But also throughout the day, he had been saying these things that he's saying on live, accusing them of, you know, they trying to do something to him. They trying to sacrifice him. They trying to ruin his career.
I don't know about all that, man.
You know, so yeah, that's how it started. But he didn't go into too much detail because he's going to come on the show when he's back from Nigeria. He's coming next week.
Dope.
Oh, easy. Yeah, I just think, man, there's an underlying, I don't know, frustration or problems that he might have. Because even in the end, you saw because he was acting funny and behaving weirdly. So I think there's something that's bothering him and he needs to get help on that front. And then there's ways of addressing things. Like you were saying, if Maphorisa has done you wrong, speak out, man, you know? The problem is you take away from your grievances. When you're blaming them now of sodomy, you know, fucking men up the arse and then him fucking his boys, girls, and you know what I mean? Then what you've said now, nobody cares about the grievances. Now it's all about the theatrics. And you do yourself a disservice, you know, and you fuck up relationships and you don't get what you wanted initially.
And there's a part where I didn't watch the full crash out, but there's a part, a clip I saw where he was crying. So I don't know, like clearly there is, like you're saying, some element of truth to the story in one way or another, I think, you know, so, because I mean, as a man, I don't know if men still cry public or men cry publicly, but I don't know, would he be comfortable with, unless if he's manipulating us emotionally and he wants us to feel for him.
Emotions are emotions, man. People, you can never expect. Didn't Pori almost cry as well? Remember on her live?
Oh yeah. You held the tears.
You held it, but the tears were here. You know, so emotions will creep up on you. And hey, funny times. And when it's live, you can't edit. You know. Remember the time you cried on the podcast and we had to edit it out?
When? Me?
I know. We promised never to speak about it. But
Fuck out of here. Hey, son.
I see fun.
Bro, I'm going live immediately. That's views, dog. If I'm crying, that's views, dog.
I'm kidding. It never happened. But to close this off, how do you feel about DJ Kari, bro? So the kid asked for help, right, to come back to South Africa. And I think Kari made it happen. And then he had cameras.
It's his brand, isn't it his brand?
It's his brand.
It's his brand, bro. It's on brand. Kari must be there.
Kari, and tell the world that, yo, I'm helping this motherfucker. I bought him tickets to come back. Oh, man. Oh, people having Kari for that, though. That is an opportunist. But people are like, hey, he's genuinely helping, though, because you wouldn't have helped. They let him bring the cameras, so.
Speaking about royalties, Hamba Juba.
Hey!
Singers speak up on unpaid royalties. Fingers are now pointed to Piano Pulse host Sfiso.
Hey.
The artist behind the hit song Hamba Juba claimed they have not received any royalties despite the song's massive success. Thread on Twitter accused Sfiso from Piano Pulse of owing them money.
Yo, I saw that, dog. Hey. La hambi Juba azolenda endlini yethu. La mfike erufini lethu. Buwase namasimo amajuba manje ejaridini lethu uthi ha lethuba leli. And I saw that. And now what I saw underneath the comments, I think one of the pages, Yano Lyrics or so, put it on Instagram, one of the, you know, gossip pages. Yeah. And in the comments, Cece commented.
She was on the song, yeah.
Yes, she was on the song. So she almost commented like she supports the guy.
Yeah.
Right? And then now people are shitting on Lady Ama. They were shitting on Lady Ama, and Lady Ama then had to make a statement on some, yo, I didn't get paid. I didn't get paid. And on the other hand, the producer saying people who've been asking about the royalties are getting blocked. So what I'm trying to say is it sounds like there's more than just one person who's saying that they didn't get paid. And who's on the song?
It's Lady Alma, CC, the Murumba pitch guy.
Oh, Maywan.
Maywan.
Do you think he got the money? Or he didn't even know? It's an eye-opening debate to him. It's an eye-opening debate conversation with how this money is. It's an eye-opener, this one. And he's like, what? Shit, I didn't know. Oh,
and the producer, I forgot the producer name. You can
JLSA, unless there's another one.
Yeah, but when I saw this, I can believe this from my personal experience with Sfiso. With Nkantini.
Oh yes, Nkantini, he was involved.
So I'll give you context, Zozo. So this is what happened with I was releasing an EP, songs I put my name on.
EP man. EP man. Like my EP stands for that at the end of the day.
So I'm almost done with we had 5 songs and there was one more missing. Sfiso's like, all these songs are pop. Come to my studio, I'll give you a hit. I'm like, clean, no problem. Went to the studio, played me a couple of beats, and then I heard the Nkantini beat. Nice. And I was like, fuck, this is the song I want. This is the one, right? And what's his name? Central wasn't even on it.
MJ Keys is the
producer. Bailey is the singer.
Yeah. Bailey, I remember.
So then I'm like, I want this one, right? Cool. So I get the songs I put my name on, we put it on my EP, boom, 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 boom. Song becomes massive. And then one day we had a gig in Polokwane. I can't remember who I was with.
Mpumalanga.
Polokwane.
Polokwane.
Okay. Yeah. I think we had a gig there. I was with Tuso, some other people there. So now Sfiso's drunk, bro. He comes to
Was he there with you or he was there with another artist?
He was there with Nkosazana daughter and someone else.
Okay, you found yourself at the same venue.
Yeah. So he comes up to me. I haven't seen him in a while. I'm like, hey, Sfiso. Long time I haven't seen him.
You're happy to see him.
Yeah. He's fucking drunk. He comes at me. He's like, yo, you owe me money. Yeah, the song. Because I put up the video on my channel. My YouTube channel.
Yes. So what is that? What are the implications of that?
So you were saying that because the song had reached 1 million views or something, there's money owed to him, right? So I was like, hey, dude, this is all new to me. No problem. Let's chop it up Monday. I'll speak to Electro Mode, send you the statement, see how much money I owe you, and then we chop it up. You know what I mean? And then whatever. And then, it became a big thing. I'm like, dude, now I don't have energy for this. You know?
Okay, what did he say? Why? How did it become a big thing?
No, he just continued to make it a big thing. Like, hey, you owe me money.
So people are watching this now.
This is in public, dog.
Oh, wow, it's a spectacle now.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So I'm like, hey, dude, I don't have time for this. So I called him the very next day, right? Called Electro Mode, asked him how much the song had made, whatever. Yeah. And then in an email I sent to everyone. I sent it to Sir Trill, MJ Keys, Bailey, Sfiso. I'm like, guys, this is the money Nkantini has made. I'm sending it all to Sfiso. I want no part of the song anymore. Then I went on to remove it from YouTube, from my channel. So the video's not there.
Spotify?
And Spotify, I told Electro Mode to remove it from all the DSPs. So it's not there. Because I was like...
Unless it's re-uploaded under somebody else.
Unless somebody else re-uploaded.
To stop your story there, man, you're going to continue. Because for people to understand, so with a distributor, when you approach them and you say, I've got a product, please distribute the product. They will then distribute this product onto all the shops, Spotify, YouTube, etc. Right? And even if there are videos on YouTube, somebody else has uploaded your song, they will obviously send out the digital copyright bugs to go search websites. And you will notice if you put up a song or a mix, you're not going to make money from it if you're playing other people's songs. Because the distributor has flagged that as their copyright or your copyright, and they represent you as the artist. So all the money is collected online. Go to the person who uploaded or who's got an account with the distributor, who handed over the product to the distributor. Unless the distributor gives letters of instructions to the artist gives a letter of instruction to the distributor to say, these are the splits of the song, pay me my portion, pay everybody else their portion. But generally that doesn't happen. It's up to you to make these payments to these guys. Yeah. So now what you did, you took the entire money, paid it to Sfiso to distribute these payments clearly, because it's not only you or only him who was entitled to the monies, right? So that's what you did. So if the song is there on Spotify, it has now maybe been re-uploaded under maybe his label or MJ Keys. The money's no longer going to you.
No, because I didn't want any headaches. Because I could see, I'm like, this song is becoming a headache. I don't need that shit in my life. So that's why I removed it from my page, because it was sitting on 1 million views. But if I'd kept it on, when it gets to 2 million views, now it's another chat of, hey, you owe me money and whatever. So I sent the email. I think I still have the email. Read it to
and
you.
People, guys, 1 million views or 1 million streams is not 1 million rands.
Exactly. Maybe and that's what I started feeling
maybe
like.
Maybe it's like 50,000 or 60,000 rands.
You know what I mean?
Not a lot of money, man. Honestly, guys. It's not. When you see songs with...
Not a lot of money to who, so?
No, man. It is, but you know what I mean. It's not a money that will change your life. No. No, it's a lot of money, but it's not. It's not the millions people think it is.
JL was saying he's doing all of these things with his money that he made from the song. And it's, they maybe...
What things? What things?
You know this song that...
What things is he doing?
I don't know. He had a rant as well about how Sfiso is doing so many other things with the money that he made from...
What? Buying things?
Please.
People are saying house, cars. Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
But Sfiso's got a record label. Maybe he's got other songs that are big from the label.
I'm just saying, don't say 50,000 is not a lot of money.
No, look, come on. Don't dwell on that. You know what I mean. 50,000, guys, it's a lot of money. Then,
okay.
You know? It's a lot of money. It's 5% of R1 million. It's a lot of money. But no, it is. Look. Kids must get. I'm not saying don't pay people because maybe there's 50,000 rands that's been made. Even if there's 20,000 rands that's been made, pay people fairly because sometimes people don't even have the basics.
It's enough for somebody to go on social media and crash out.
No, definitely, and it's enough money to buy new furniture in your mom's house, to buy a bed, a good bed. You know, the investment of a really good bed. It's enough money, to pay school fees for a year for some people. So it's money. I'm not saying people must not get paid. I'm just saying when you see songs making all these, generating these streams, don't expect the money to be the millions. But 50K is still, this is South Africa. It's good money. Yeah.
Got you.
What did he say on Piano Pulse? Has he responded, Sfiso?
They shoot it today.
Okay.
What I want to see happening, you guys did this with everybody else. Jivani and the artists, you did it. So please, can everybody have a right of reply, a right to tell their story? Because you guys, when there was a grievance similar to this, you brought in Jivani and then you brought in the artist, right? They were signed under Jivani who were willing to come and speak up. So even in this case, can you please have Sfiso, who's the record label exec in this, who's a Jivani in this situation, and then please also do give a right of reply to the kid as well. It would be great to have that conversation, because with Jivani, we didn't have that conversation where it's Jivani, it's these guys. But because Sfiso is a host, hey, can we have that conversation as well? I think it's only right.
You also have a big song. How did you handle your situation? Because there were other people you worked with on the song.
Openness and fairness. Openness and fairness. So firstly, for example, for me, with Caterpillar, I let him upload it on his YouTube because I wanted him to grow his YouTube. It's like his first big song as well. You know what I mean? And also, to be frank, the kids started the song themselves. So to avoid this, because I knew what happened to you, and I've heard all the other stories as well, to avoid all of it, I was like, it's cool, bro. Let's use your distributor, and then everything goes to him. Then he distributes everything else to everybody else, to avoid that. So you'll never hear of the kabang, you saw this, saw that, took so-and-so's money. I never wanted any part of handling that, especially because you're dealing with kids. Because firstly, for me, it's not even about that they are kids. It's the fact that it was the honest thing to do. You know what I mean? Because they have more creative input in the song than I do. And secondly, I want them to learn that this is how it actually works. So that next, this is how it works. You receive the money, you look at the split sheets of what we all agreed on, and you distribute the money. And for them to get the back end of things, because I've got my own account with my distributor, and I know the back end of things, and they don't. So I give them the control. So you'll never hear of monies that were chowed, not by me.
Why do you think it's so hard for people in the industry to pay people what they are owed? Like, what's so difficult about that?
I don't know, bro. Okay, but also there's things that kids sign, Okay. There's things that kids sign, and that's why it's so important to have your own studio, make these songs in your own studio, and have proof that you made these songs in your own studio. Even if maybe they're not recorded in your own studio, but the beat, if it's made in your own studio, then you've got proof of that. So I think part of the reason is because a lot of people, or some people, have resources and some don't. And those with resources have the studio. And then they'll use the music law. And music law dictates, like with any other business, that he who brings forth the means of production owns the product. And that's in all businesses, If I own the factory, unless you say, can I pay you to use your factory? And then anything you're producing while you've paid me, you own it. But if I'm the one still, paying for the lights and everything in the factory, the water, the raw, resources that are needed to produce this thing, they now own the thing. So a lot of guys then go back to business law and music law to nail these kids who don't have these things. So I think it comes from I'm Futi, and I'm the owner of the master. Therefore, everybody else gets nothing.
But I also think we must put blame on the Grootmans. Because the Grootmans, well, I think music in general is a very
exploitative
industry, right? Yeah. But, there's that whole thing of like, when you're starting in the industry and you're young and, you're trying to find your way, you have to pay school fees. School fees means getting ripped off.
Go buy bread sometimes in Nigeria. Even after you got a hit song, nigga, you're going to pay school fees in Nigeria. They'll say, here's a wheelbarrow. Here's 300 million nairas. He didn't have a problem with going to buy bread. He had a problem with pushing the currency. Because you gotta have a whole truck. You gotta have a whole truck of currency to buy bread. And bread is like 400 billion nairas, dog. And you see the kid is like, man, I can't even carry my fucking cup maroon. I can't even lift my cup maroon, so yeah. So yeah, it's a school fees culture also.
And then Zozo, on top of that, so the Grootmans know where the money is made, right? Now, if these kids are not looking at those avenues,
the music business,
yes, then I think the Grootmans take advantage of that, and that's when the "you owe me money" chat starts coming. Because if you're up and coming and you're not looking at, for example, publishing, there's money there. And I'm a Grootman and I know there's money there.
You don't even know.
You understand?
You don't even know what publishing is.
Exactly.
You've heard of it.
Yeah.
It's sort of an idea, but you have no idea.
So I think these guys take advantage, bro.
Yeah, and it goes back to what Zozo was saying about the kids equipping themselves. And I don't want to make excuses for them. I know it's very difficult. You're a creative. You got music running in your blood, in your head, every day, 24/7. All you want to do is make music. And that's the only thing sometimes that you can remain locked in for 5 hours, just sitting on the chair, working on that. You live, breathe music. It's very difficult to open a book, So Candy, you've got a music business course online for like 5,000 rands, and you just do it online. There's classes every Thursday, and then there's a test, and you walk out of there knowing the music business. It's difficult for kids to do that, and I'm not speaking defending them, but it's just how some kids are just wired, and the information is out there on your phone, bro.
To Magaba's point, do you guys not think that normalizing the whole school fees thing is also part of the problem?
It is.
Why are you making people feel like it's okay to work for nothing in the beginning until you've earned your name
or you're a boss?
You are clearly on that stage because you deserve to be there. So why aren't you being acknowledged for that from the very beginning? Why are we normalizing school fees?
Let's not normalize it. It's a culture that's there, but we shouldn't normalize it.
But we paid school fees. These other kids must pay school fees as well.
In terms of we're moving with the we're not moving. And then the other thing is also on the point of the Grootmans, which is another concept I don't genuinely understand, is that the Grootmans now know that we're in a digital era.
Yes.
People are going to come out and speak against you if they're not happy about how you're treating them.
Yeah, easily.
If you're a Grootman like Pori, who knows that, especially he's experienced now, he knows that people are going to speak, or even Sfiso. He knows that I'm pretty sure he knows so many stories about things like this that have happened in the past. So as a Grootman, you know that stuff like this are likely to happen. So why are you then not putting things in place to make sure that this doesn't happen to you for your brand, even so that you can also grow and keep getting more artists and sign or whatever?
Good question.
Do you understand?
Good
so
question.
So then Grootman probably get problem because Lena ona hana immediate 1 million 1 million views at 50,000. Ona hana long term. And no, you can't control these young kids, bruh.
No, you can't.
You can't. And then you want to work with them.
Social media, yeah.
So you want to rip them off, and then but you still want to work. So where do you think?
I can't wait for a Gen Z president, man. It's going to be wild, eh?
Hey, bro, it's going to be insane, man. But you see, and that's what and also got to look. You see, to me, like when I hear the stories of Pori, it's so confusing because I also look at all the other kids that came through him who are now multi-millionaires. Your Kabzas, your
Bro,
Tyler ICUs, your Dali Wongas. all these kids are now like good.
Bro, let me simplify it for you. All right, cool.
That's good for them.
So if you're a kid and you're about to get in the music industry right now, it's very simple. When you have a song, your song will, let's just say you're at a house. Okay, and the song is now at this house. What's going to happen is that your song will go into different rooms, right? So there'll be a radio room, right?
Yes.
Where your song is making money from radio. That's one room.
Okay.
There's a publishing room where your song is making money from publishing. That's another room.
Yes.
There's a room where it's making money from streaming. There's a room where it's making money from sync deals. So there's all these rooms in this house where your song is making money. If you don't make it your duty to walk into those rooms and collect the money, someone in that room is collecting that money for you. Does my analogy make sense?
100%. And normally the publisher goes into these rooms. Normally.
Yes.
Yeah, and checks that your things are, but they will take the 20%, don't get it wrong.
Yes.
But they will at least will enter the rooms.
Yes.
If not, what you're trying to say is there's nobody in that room who's going to be like, oh, so-and-so didn't come to collect so-and-so's money. I'm leaving the room and I'm going to leave it in this room.
Yes.
Someone will claim it.
Claim it.
I agree with you.
And mind you, sorry to disturb. And you know that's what some of the board members at Samro are accused of doing.
Yes, because you're not in the Samro room.
Money, yeah. Money's sitting at Samro and they're like, oh, such and such an artist hasn't been claiming monies, you know? And then they go and say, okay, they create a user, create a name. In fact, what's his name? That guy, he's not liked much. The Kiffness.
Yeah.
Please go under the Kiffness's Twitter account and then search Samro. There's a thread where he walked into Samro and demanded that he's not leaving until he got his money or some evidence of where his money's going. Turns out some director, they created a fake profile of a person with a similar or the same name as or somebody as who's a creator, you know? And claimed some works, and some of them belong to the Kiffness. So that's what happens when you don't have an interest or somebody who's looking out for you in these rooms that we call them now. Yeah, true. No one is going to leave that money. No, go into his Twitter first. Do you know how to search someone's profile of their past tweets? That's how they nailed Gayton when they went to his profile and searched Kaffa. And they found him calling black people Kaffers. That's how they nailed him. You go to the Twitter account and then there's a search thing. I bet you I'll do it now. I'll do it. Hold on.
While they search, I agree with what both of you are saying. It's just, and I know I said in the beginning, equip yourself, but sometimes you really don't know what you don't know.
Yeah.
So while I agree with what you're saying, the responsibility just feels a little bit unfair, especially when you're young and you just want to make music. And also to have the people that are able to tell you what you need to look for, that's money. Who's going to pay for that team? Who's going to educate you on, like, you need to be able to be in room 1, 5, and 7?
But I just told you, Soul Candy, for example, has a course, 5,000 online for music business. And you can learn the stuff for free if you just search.
Yeah, and there's AI now, man. There's ChatGPT, man.
There's AI.
All of this, you can find it on ChatGPT,
guys.
bro.
Let's be honest. The information is that you can learn.
It's not like 10, 20 years ago.
Yeah, for example, you make maybe Pirimarong, you get your first gig, you spend that 5,000 Rand, or you'll do things, let's be honest, we all know, you'll do things that you need to at first, right? Buy whatever you need to buy, get some clothes, buy yourself a pair of sneakers, maybe you'll go in Shein and spend 5,000 Rands, which is a ton of clothes. And then with the other one, you can just learn, man. You don't even need to spend money.
I met a lady who works at Samro at the Lauryn Hill concert, right?
Oh, dope.
And she was telling me that they have initiatives where they have a day where they invite all creators, all musicians to come and learn about Samro.
Okay.
No one comes.
Okay, yeah, it's not
No
cool
one
enough.
comes.
Yeah. Okay.
You understand?
These workshops are empty. And that's where the money is. The money talk is there.
Yeah.
Boring, empty, those workshops.
Okay.
And then you're going to come and say, Vangropile.
Yeah.
How, fam?
Okay.
But you're not even registered. Like, yo, you got one of the biggest songs, bro. You're not even registered for Samro. You don't even have a profile. Yo.
This is why I left the music business, bro.
And mind you,
One hit, I'm out.
Yeah. And mind you, if you register on Samro, you can still register after releasing a song.
Okay.
You will get maybe those monies at Samro generally after like 2 years.
Let's
Yeah,
wrap it
really
up. Man.
roughly.
Jeez, we've been talking 40 minutes about this, but I guess it's...
So I found the tweet and they found it as well after me.
Yes.
So he was responding to a tweet by Business Explainer. It says COO suspended. A storm is brewing at the South African music rights organization SAMRO as its chief operating officer mpho Mufukwe is suspended after allegedly exposing over 90 million rands in suspicious spending and fraud. She's said to have uncovered 30 million spent on board perks, that's board member perks, alongside 60 million rands in questionable claims, triggering a forensic probe. But instead of receiving support, Mufukwe now faces accusation and pressure from within. So she's a whistleblower, COO, who became a whistleblower, and now she's obviously getting, like Babita Diokaran, who exposed the Tembisa fraud and got killed. Yeah, something similar is happening to her. Now the kiffness comes in. I'll never forget the day I walked into SAMRO, told them I'm not leaving until I'm paid for my song. Eventually spoke to someone who whipped open his laptop and saw some made-up dude called David Alexandra Scott, who was claiming the royalties for my song. Later that day, I found out there's a dude called David Alexandra who sits on where? The board of SAMRO. Dude obviously denied it, but the chances of that happening are super slim. But that's why they do that at SAMRO. They make fake profiles and claim the royalties of unclaimed songs. You see, the rooms where monies are left and nobody comes into these rooms to check whether the artist is getting paid. Under ghost profiles, and when they get caught, they say it's a technical error. What are the chances? David Alexandra was collecting this guy's royalty, and at that time, there was a board member named David fucking Alexandra. It's like Sodom and Gomorrah up in here. It's fucked up, bro. Yeah, so that's what happens, guys, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the music business. Welcome to South Africa. It's the wild, wild west.
Yeah, it's not just South Africa, everywhere, worldwide, man. Music business is mafia business, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's worldwide. Just talk world generally, man. It's cutthroat, in the fucking world.
All right. Before we get to you, Zozo, if you're a rugby fan, listen up. The Rugby Championship is delivering some massive clashes, and if you think you know who's going to come out on top, then Hollywood Bets has an offer for you. While the teams are battling it out on the field, you can stand a chance to win your share of 250,000 rands in prizes, cash, or betting vouchers. That's R250,000 rand prize pool up for grabs this rugby season. Is that a lot of money, Saul?
Oh, dude, that's a lot. You gotta say it again, bro. That's a lot. You gotta say it again. Remind them how much it is again, bro.
Your share of 250,000 rand.
Jeez, yep.
All you have to do is go back your team with a bet of 50 rand or more on any rugby championship match. So that strong feeling that you have about this weekend's game, that's your ticket to an entry. A simple 50 rand bet on the team you think will win gets you in the running for that massive prize pool. To get in on the action, check out the link that's pinned to our comment section right at the top, and then click to get started. When you sign up, be sure to use our promo code to let them know that I sent you. It is Chillers. As always, Chillers. You absolutely must be 18 or over to participate, and please bet responsibly. This is your chance to make this rugby season even more rewarding. Good luck with your bets and enjoy the games. What you got for us there, Zozo?
So there's speculation swirling around Zimbabwean fugitive and businessman Kuzai Mushonga, the former fiancé of actress and media personality Kayumbao. And according to sources, Mushonga has allegedly moved on and is now romantically linked to reality TV star and influencer Faith Nketsi. So I called a few friends and
But she came out and she said they're not dating.
Yeah. She denied it. She said that that's not what's happening. That's part of what I got when I
They always deny, hey? Why do they always deny, bro?
I don't get it, bro.
Yeah.
So Ariana, she's not with him, and she uses him to pay for half price steady flights because apparently he gets them for cheaper. Who she's actually dating, because she's been having luxurious trips to Dubai. I don't know if she's still there right now, but she has been having some luxurious trips. And who she's actually dating, Master KG, and he bought her an AP watch.
Damn!
Yeah. And then
which one is the AP now?
Hey, you don't know.
Yeah, but she denied dating him, and she I think she posted that girls just want to travel. So no, she's not with him. And that she's, like I said, she's enjoying a getaway called the Atlantis in Dubai, where Mshonga is also said to be based, and then the social media users have been quick to draw connections, with some questioning the timing of her frequent visits with the luxurious vacations. But like we said, she denied the whole thing and she's not with him. Yeah.
Hold on. How would you feel, bro, if your woman gets discounts on flights by another man and she's with you?
Oh, that's emasculating, bro.
Yeah. Especially, I mean, if the man is Master KG. It's not like Master KG, is struggling.
Hey, that Jerusalem money is long, eh?
Yeah, bro.
Damn, AP watch.
Yeah, bro. Whoa. Hey, which one is that one now?
Check how much an AP watch is there, bro. It's not cheap,
about
bro.
6 million rand.
Yeah. 6 million on the wrist.
And then also, because we might as well have a full, well-rounded conversation, while we're speaking about that, also, so there's been rumors about Thuli Phongolo and Maphorisa being back together. And that is, they're no longer together. He is actually dating Sibs Julie. And who Thuli is dating is Scott Cooper, who is tied with the gold mafia. And he's the one that bought
I saw that documentary. Did you watch that documentary?
Which one?
The gold mafia in Zimbabwe.
Yeah, linked to the cigarette smuggling as well.
Yeah. He was one of the big boys there in that documentary.
For real?
Scott, yeah, I think I remember him.
Damn, bro, yeah.
So these luxury
I don't see Pori dating Thuli Phongolo again, man. I don't know. After everything that they went through, the courts and everything else, I don't know, man. I wouldn't if I was
Sibs?
Pori.
Who's the Sibs girl?
Yeah, who's Sibs? I wouldn't if I was Pori. But hey, the love wants what it wants. The heart wants what it wants, right? The heart wants what it wants, man. I know what it's like to be in love.
Yeah,
So,
I think Factory can just tell us a bit more about who the Sibs Julie person is. But I think for me, more than anything right now, while she checks, is that I don't know, like the social responsibility of influencers when it comes to things like
social
this.
what of who?
The social,
two things that don't go together. It's like a paradox.
social,
That one,
like, when you. I don't. It is a choice to become like an influencer and to be like famous and all of that.
Is this Sibs?
Whoa.
Oh, okay.
She's pretty.
She's pretty.
She's beautiful.
She's low profile.
Wait,
though, right?
let's see that.
Well,
Wait,
she's not when there's a picture of her in an article.
Cancel the thing. It says Sibs. Who
Charlie.
is you?
Sibs
What?
Charlie.
US born.
US born model. Lee Kuzwayo's baby daddy. Who's that now?
Who's Ohio's baby? Hold on, Sibs Charlie. Who's born models Lee? Who?
From suing
Who's
Nandi
born
Madida to dating a well-known presenter and actress. Here are 5 facts about Lee Kuzwayo's baby
But that's
daddy.
not. But they're talking about Lee Kuzwayo now. Wait, there's Sibs Charlie, Lee Kuzwayo, or two different people? Those?
No, Lee Kuzwayo is the baby daddy.
No, man, that's a woman's name.
Oh, shit.
Help us,
Hey,
Factory.
I'm lost, man. There's a lot
That's
happening,
too
bro.
many.
Hey, Meko Kuzwayo, Charlie. No. Yeah, that's so confusing. Okay, now why are we looking at this one now?
Yes, fact check.
From what I'm seeing here, Sibs Jali is a man, and then Lee Kuzwayo is the baby mama.
Oh, Sibs Charlie is the US born
Is the
baby
guy.
daddy.
Yes.
Oh.
But I can't find anything on Sibs Julie.
Oh, shout out.
Yeah.
Oh,
She's a
you searched the wrong name.
Yeah.
Shots. Oh, hey, you're confusing us, bro.
Yeah. Nah,
you
shout
searched
out,
the
man.
wrong
Look,
name.
I'm not in. You really want to know? See this girl that Pori's dating?
Yeah. I've never heard of her. Like, what does she do? Is she an influencer or what?
She's an influencer.
She's a baddie.
I can't say she's a baddie, but I do know that she's well known on social media.
What's her name?
Oh,
Lee
Sibs Julie.
Kuzwayo, yes.
Oh.
Yeah, the one with the tattoos. on her
That's who my
arms,
person is
yeah.
currently dating.
I don't know if who she's with currently. She keeps her relationships on the DL, but I know that she had a baby not long. But yeah,
Who? The Sibs girl.
Lee Kuzwayo.
Whoa.
But that's not. Well, why are we talking about Lee, guys? I thought we left Lee because we got onto her by mistake.
No,
Why are we continuing with her?
I'm answering Zozo's question.
Oh, you're interested in Lee Kuzwayo?
No. I was asking who my person is dating.
Yeah.
This guy is not. The
And you guys can't
person.
find her, right?
No, we
Yeah,
can't.
see, well done to Pori, man. It's good to,
He learned his lesson the
it's
first
good to
time.
date a girl people can't find online. You know, not date a girl and everybody's following online. You know, like you find everybody there. Nah, man. I'm also there following. Nah. You know, like you don't want to find you date a girl like that. Just date a girl nobody can find online. You get peace. You find peace like that, you know?
Yeah, so Faith is living it up in Dubai with luxurious trips. And that what I was saying is, look, I don't know if it's her who's funding this or if she's dating somebody who is, but I've always wondered, like, the social like I said, the social responsibility of influencers and famous people. Is it fair for us to expect them to behave a certain way because there are so many younger people and even older that look up to them and want the things that they have? And the way that they present them having these things or acquiring these things is not always, as we've come
kosher.
to learn. Yeah, you know, so what level of social responsibility do they have, or honesty to their followers? Is it fair for us to expect them to be like that, or like can they just do whatever they want and we're unfair for expecting them to behave a certain way?
Mac?
It's all lifestyle, man. It's all lifestyle, bro. Just pushing lifestyle.
Listen.
So it's fine what they're doing, even if like they're presenting it in a way that the way they say they're getting it is not the way that they're actually getting it.
But everybody knows, though.
Not everybody.
It's not like a hidden secret.
The problem is, but there's some kids who don't know, who think that sandwich shop, that online flowers shop, that little boutique store, that boutique or this label
brand
that she has that only her friends wear and stuff is making all that money. Some kids actually believe that. But we all know, you know, that these Instagram girls and a lot of them, you know, the way they move, they're not being honest, you know, as far as their source of income. But you see, in an ideal world, I would say it's unfair. They need to be honest how they make their money. How they spend it, though. Their social responsibility, they can do whatever. They want to post naked pictures because that's what they've been doing before they were even famous. Remember, it's them. People must just smarten up. I want to say they must be honest, but here's the thing, right? A lot of what we see in the real world is cleaning money operations. The McDonald's that pop up sometimes are just laundry operations for drug trade and all sorts of illicit monies. And I think that gold mafia thing is it's like an eye into what's happening in the real world. So even in the real world, there's so many people driving with Porsches, living all these lives, and it's stolen monies from Tembisa, for example. It's stolen monies from tenders gone wrong, drug money.
So
I don't know where the money's from, but our president was found with billions of rands, hundreds of millions of dollars on the couch. So there's so much that just is flagrant happening around us and nobody's honest about, oh, this is how I make my money. Literally. So it's so difficult to police and say, oh, but the slave queens must tell us how they make their money. When all these operations are cleaning money in full broad daylight.
Your tone is that of somebody that's saying it is what it is, so whatever. Which I guess realistically speaking, that is the truth. But the concern there then becomes we keep perpetuating bad behavior. So it's gonna be one of those like, where does it stop? And
I know.
And then it's gonna get to a point.
Are you trying to change the world, man?
So what I'm trying to say is what they're doing. And you're right, it is what I'm saying. But what I'm trying to say is, if I say, nah, be honest about how you guys make your money, there's so many people who need to be honest.
True.
So many people who have unexplained monies, man. In South Africa,
The solution is beyond us. It's fine.
In South Africa, so many people who've got unexplained money you can't explain, and they don't want to explain it. So it's like we are attacking the small one. There's little slay queens.
As a woman, when you look at these slay queens posting their bags and trips and whatever, do you get inspired, or what does that activate in you?
As myself, I don't get inspired because I'm the type of woman that I don't hate it. I've been brought up to be somebody to just work for what she has. So when I speak, there's two ways of looking at it. Where there's that version, and then there's a version where I really do not mind waking up and just having a man send me money and say, go live your best life. Do you understand? Am I gonna question where he got the money? Bruh, if there's R1 million looking at me right now, am I gonna say, where did you get it from? No.
Where's
Do you
the social
understand?
responsibility in
Yeah,
that?
exactly.
Yeah, what?
Exactly, because oh my guys, I mean, waking up every day and going to work is not always that fun. Like people are already complaining about year-end fatigue. People have been complaining about year-end fatigue since April. Do you understand? So and unfortunately or fortunately, as women, we have the advantage of having access to money sometimes a little easier because there's men.
So is it
and
not
we can use
demoralizing
that to our
when you see
advantage.
all this freak whatever song is saying on social media?
No,
Like,
it
okay,
doesn't
why
make
do they
me
get
feel
it so
bad.
easy? You know?
No, man, because if I wanted to go that route, I could.
There's a price to pay as well.
Yeah, you see, so now the moral question, Hore, like, do my morals allow me to go that far? Hey, man, I think at some time we all reach a point in life where we are like morals to the side. We address morals when it's time. But right now, there's $1 million and there's a man who's giving it to me for free. I don't know what he did to get that $1 million, but it's there right now. And it also depends on the stage I am in my life. Also, that
And
also
the relation,
influences.
sometimes you could be getting money from a man who's actually your dude, like your man.
Yeah, and I
You
don't
it's
know
not
what he really does.
A situationship.
Yeah. So we're lying as women if we say, if someone comes to you now and says, you can ask all the women in this room. Someone comes to you and says, here's $1 million. J.
Everyone.
And
let's be
that's
honest.
something that don't even expect
would you suck
anything.
dick for $1 million?
No. No. Wait, guys. Everybody, wait, guys. Okay, fine. They're all saying I'm like, then who's dick then?
Oh, actually, there's a. Speaking of sucking dick, I'm trying to find. I don't know if I ever bookmarked this. There's a guy who's got a social media account. Oh no, I didn't bookmark it. You know what he does, right? He goes around. So I think he wears those spectacles with recording devices. So he goes around asking. It's generally men, right? Random strangers like, yo, bro. If your mom was held hostage, would you suck my dick to set her free? Yeah. And it always ends up with niggas angry chasing him. Like, what, motherfucker? What did you ask me, motherfucker? Oh, you're going to come across it one day on social media. It's the funniest thing ever.
As men, how do you answer that? Your mom
I wouldn't
is
answer
held,
from a stranger.
Your mom is held hostage.
If she was.
Yeah,
my mom.
Yeah, and all you have to do is suck dick to
I would look for all the ways to free her.
There is none. There is none. The
my
only
mom,
option
man.
you
It's
have
my
is
mom.
to suck dick. So yes.
It's my mom.
Yes.
My mom.
Yes. Say it with your mouth. Yes. Yes, I would suck
My
dick.
mom. I would. Nah, it's my mom, bro. I would. No, it's my mom, bro. No ways, bro. Nah, it's my mom, bro. I would.
Okay.
I would.
What else you got for us, Zozo?
It's my mom. Come on.
So Tiwa is apologizing on behalf of Tyler. Tiwa Savage.
Oh, I thought you said T.Y. Tiwa Savage.
Tiwa Savage is apologizing on behalf of Tyler, and everybody is up in arms. Tyler referred to herself as colored.
Oh.
And Tiwa on the Breakfast Club
remember that.
was asked what her opinion on that is. And she, long story short, basically was like, no, she understands why the Americans would be upset. And where she comes from, when there is no I guess she was implying some level of accountability, then you apologize on behalf of the younger ones. So in this case, she's the adult, the older one. And she was apologizing on behalf of Tyler, saying that no, that's not, she didn't mean it the way that it was presented.
Okay.
Again, I think she like a lot of people are saying she had absolutely no right to do that because
It's not her place.
It's not her place at all. But I also, when you look at the interview, you'll see that the question took her by complete surprise, and I don't think she was prepared for it. So there's also the possibility where she was maybe just speaking and without properly thinking of what she's actually saying, and then she just ended up saying what she ended up saying. But I think she had no right or any place to be apologizing on behalf of Tyler, especially because it's something that Tyler has been very confident and loud and proud about. So I don't understand why she thought it would be her responsibility to apologize on behalf of Tyler, because it almost also implies she's apologizing for like South Africans for even or at least colors.
For having colors as a racial grouping.
Yeah, you know, so ish, yeah.
That's
and
big.
then there's a clip that where I think Tanyusa explains it very well. And
That's why.
Tanyusa Mazwai explains it, and she just tries to make everybody understand.
Does Larry Vary know about this? No, Larry Vary.
Oh, Larry Vary, yeah.
The guy we have,
our
the
Khoisan spokesperson. Hey, I hope when you watch the news more than us, I hope you know.
So what are we playing? We're playing Tanyusa?
Mazwai's clip,
Explaining?
the Tyler situation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
This issue with Tyler saying that she's colored. I think that she probably didn't realize that it meant something different. She's only 19 years old, number one, or 18 or so. She's a kid.
Yeah.
And I think she didn't realize that it was different for you than it is for us. And for her, it was very important to claim that identity because in South Africa,
culture.
Yes, and in South Africa, this is it's important that she identifies as a colored person because there's a group of people that can get ignored, and colored people tend to fit into that space. So, yeah, I mean, it's different. It's a cultural identity more than it being a racial identity. I think it's just to understand that black is a political identity for us, and Tyler would be black politically, but she'd be culturally a colored person who grows up in a colored environment where the culture is completely different.
She sounds colored. She speaks, Why couldn't she say that then Tiwa Savage?
She didn't know.
Tandisa said that without apologizing for Tyler, because Tyler will be like, I'm unapologetically colored.
She's speaking to Americans.
Because she says she's colored.
She's speaking to Americans. Americans just need to get over it, man. Like, because why are they getting offended about something that it's a South African thing? Why are you getting offended that somebody identifies as colored?
That's America. You see, they win the baseball league there. It's called the World Championship Series. They fucking wrestling, the world wrestling. And the guys only wrestled niggas from Utah, Colorado, fucking New Mexico. You know, and he's like the world wrestling champion of the world. That's fucking America. They think nothing exists outside of America.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the first time a conversation like this, the first, second, or third time a conversation like this happens. So it's a little annoying. The ignorance is a little irritating. Like, how are we still speaking about this today?
But you do know Americans are very ignorant.
Yeah, super. A lot of them don't even know their deputy president. No, for real. Like, the true story. A lot of them don't even know who the deputy president is.
Yeah.
Like, legit. That's America. Very ignorant country. Super ignorant country. Man, fuck
Bro,
America.
that's why I always find it fascinating, right? I'm digressing, né? But I always find fascinating, and please help me out, fair checker. Hopefully I can articulate what I'm thinking. I always find it fascinating how you're a rapper, right? Who's born in a country with so much culture, so much heritage, so much all of that, right? But you idolize someone else from another country who doesn't have any of that. Like, they're like a lost soul. Like, but that's your idol. Like, I just don't get that.
But that's because you as a person, you haven't put heritage and everything else in as a high priority for you. That's not what matters the most in life. So how can you then look to an American and search if they've got, a long record of heritage and soul and all these things, when it's not a priority in your life?
No, I'm saying like here you are, right? You got so much substance as a human being, right?
You're not aware of it, though.
And then you want to emulate, like, talk like them, the accent, even baggy,
You're not aware of it.
baggy, wearing clothes like them. Fair checker, please. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Dude,
Yes,
I think you expect kids to be conscious, but they're not conscious like that. They don't even realize that
also
these
the
guys are using their
influence.
slave masters' surnames. Carter. There's no black man who's a Carter in the world, bro. In the world, you know what I mean?
Conscious. They don't have conscious.
Yeah, they're not conscious like that, bro.
So you're basically saying Africans looking up and aspiring to the Americans. Okay?
That's what he's
Is
saying.
that what you're saying?
Yet we are the ones
With the
who are rich.
culture.
I don't know if I can
culture.
make it as broad as Africans. I was just like with hip hop. It fascinates me how like I hate to use this name. Like, it's the only rap I can think of right now.
Okay.
Like an Aries, right? He sounds like them, right? He raps like them, wears like them. But they are like lost, bro. Like they don't have a culture. They don't have anything. Whereas you are so blessed. Like, you know where you come from. They don't even know where they come from. You know your ancestors and your grandparents and your lineage.
Yeah.
For lack of a better word, right? But you look at this guy and he's an idol, like, do you understand what I'm saying?
Maybe there's an existing template, maybe, don't you think? Like, they know, I don't know, I'm also reaching, but maybe there's an existing template. Like, they've seen, and I don't want to say we don't have successful South African rappers, but like, they've seen successful American rappers and how America has always been presented to us generally as we've been growing up. So maybe that's the aspiration. Like, the term American dream exists for a reason, you know? So the aspiration, I think, comes from, there's almost like an existing template of how you want to, or where you want to end up. So it's almost, these are the steps to follow, or this is what to do, or how to sound, or how to look like. And when on a global stage, if you want to be received, maybe this is the route to follow.
They're the benchmark.
And we haven't established ourselves as the African rappers for our own direction, our own route to follow. So because we don't have that, then we just follow what's there. So then the challenge to our African rappers could be, what do we do to establish ourselves separately from everybody else?
That's where amapiano comes in. That's why it's so beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful.
Because it stands out and it's proudly
Yeah.
And I think it's unfair, man. You're almost 40, right? You think about these things. When you were 15, you were listening to Eminem more than Colbert Bugwebo, your uncle, right? Nigga doesn't even know how many albums his uncle has dropped.
No, you're right.
If I asked how many albums has Uncle Colbert dropped there, you wouldn't even know.
That's why I even talk like this, like swearing I learned from Eminem.
Exactly. So when you were 15, you weren't thinking that. But when you're older with kids, you tend to think about the world and, you know, what you leave behind and all these things.
What we consumed, like on radio, TV, MTV.
Exactly. So that's a benchmark. And I think it's also
no, you got a point. Damn, so I'm conscious now, bro. I'm getting old, man.
Yeah, naturally, bro. You concern yourself about different things when you get older. You know, naturally. You don't even see it. I mean, I was insulted the other day when the teller at the shop asked me do I have a Checkers card. And I'm like, of course I've got a Checkers card. What do you mean? You know, I got 2 kids and a family. Of course I got these things that I worry about now. You don't give a fuck about them when you're young.
We don't want those. Men who have that, you can't take them seriously.
Yeah, I agree, man. Why you got that, bro? That's a woman's
extra
duty.
Savings.
What do you mean, dog?
Extra savings as a man.
Buy groceries, dog. You don't buy groceries?
What?
Why?
Lie.
Okay, but truth is, you've lived with a woman for the past 10 years of your life, right?
Yeah.
So me, it's still like a new thing.
Okay.
It's like a proper new thing. Before I did live with a woman, but it was like, she's my girlfriend, you know? So, yeah.
Oh, come to my house. I'll teach you these things, bro.
Oh, shit, bro.
Yeah,
I'll come through, man.
Sorry, you can't take men who have stuff like that
Yeah, you
seriously.
can't.
Men
Are you
who want
serious?
discounts. Men who want discounts don't have money.
Hold on. So I must buy these 4 roll-ons.
Yes,
I must buy these 4 roll-ons for $200,
Yeah, bro.
but I can get them for $100.
Yeah, bo. Yes,
Ha!
exactly.
Ha!
Exactly.
That is madness. That is dumb.
But I think you can group those type of women who think like that as the same type that go in Doda must, you know?
Yeah, that is silly, man. I was talking I was having an argument with Smooth. We're going to a gig. Now, the Pirimarun kid said, so it's a similar conversation. So the Pirimarun kid, I think, questioned Pori's branded clothes. Are they also real or are they fake? Because everybody's wearing fakes. And then so Smooth was going on, but I know you can't be wearing fakes. And I'm like, but if you're Pori and you've got some Louis Vuittons that are real, because we know now that these fakes, a lot of them come from the same factory. It's a smart thing to buy the fake when you've got the money for the real thing, right? And someone was like, no, it's still fake. But I'm like, what if they come from the same factory? Is it not a smart decision to save money and actually buy the fake stuff? It's dumb when you don't have the money for the real stuff and you buy the real stuff and everybody knows that, man, you can't afford this 100K jacket. Then it's dumb. But I think if you can, but you can buy the fake and get away with it, why not? You're saving yourself money.
But also, we have to ask, why are you wearing those clothes? Is it an image thing or is it comfortability, like you like wearing nice clothes? So if you can
You
answer
like the
that, then
name.
you can determine.
It's image. No one buys Louis V's because they're comfortable.
Oh,
There's
bro,
so many
people do,
comfortable
bro.
sneakers. There's
People
so many comfortable. They get to a level of pricing where everything sometimes above like 4,000 rand for a sneaker, or everything up to like 4 grand for a sneaker. Generally, it's a comfortable sneaker.
I got a Casio watch. Why don't you?
A Casio.
Yes, you've got an Apple
I have
watch.
no, it's not an Apple Watch. This is a Garmin watch. This is a Garmin watch. It's got a GPS location. 100, okay.
But
This is proper.
you're buying it because you
Yes.
want it, not for
Yes.
image,
No,
not for your look.
No,
Exactly.
not for my look.
So
'cause I
there are
want it.
people that buy Louis Vuittons because they like them.
No, I don't have a problem with that. I'm saying then there's smart people who buy the fake ones who look exactly like the real
Why
ones.
didn't you buy a
That's
fake
not
garment?
smart, man.
Why?
Because you're not buying it for
Yeah.
image. You're not buying it for us to see.
Yes.
You're
Yes,
buying
yes.
it for your comfortability.
Yes, yes.
So
And
why?
And you can afford it.
And you can afford it.
So what are we saying?
It's not smart to buy something that you can afford the real price of, but buy the fake. That's not smart.
That's
I don't
not
consider
smart,
that being
yes.
smart.
Hold on. Guys, recently the Okay, I get it. I get it.
Asambelele pete.
Siola le pete, asambe wezo, so. Asambe zolo. Siola le pete, asambe zozo. Okay. I'm a bit lost still.
Yeah.
Because I was saying, remember the Chinese with the trade war and stuff?
Yes.
They came out, a lot of them, and said, yo, these things, some of them are actually from the same factory.
Yes.
Same quality.
Yes.
And you know that these are the fakes now. If a Louis Vuitton sneaker is 20K, you're buying this one for 9K. Like this, a lot of my piano guys have been accused of, being involved in these things, right? So I was just saying that if I can buy the exact same thing for cheaper, sometimes I might consider it if I want to save money.
Yeah.
So I don't know if, and I was saying that's a smart buy. When you're saying it's not.
I understand what you're saying.
Oh,
All I'm
yes.
saying is, there's what we consider fake and there's what we consider real or legit, right? That's the first conversation. And then there's where you can go to a shop to buy the fake one, and then there's a shop you can go to buy the real one. If I have the money to buy something that costs 50,000 rand, to add on to Magava's point of, if I'm buying it because this is my style and I like it and I'm comfortable and I can afford it, there's absolutely nothing wrong.
Yes.
If you are going there because you like Louis Vuitton but you don't want to buy the 50,000 rand, or you'd rather buy the fake one because now we know they're all the same, like, what's the point? So now, like, Odama for Ingi, just go to Pep like the rest of us, mate.
Thank you very much. And on that note, listen up, man. If you're a student, a graduate, or even a professional looking to take your career international, this one's for you. Welcome to Kariba World. Kariba World is all about connecting you with real, legitimate, and up-to-date international job opportunities. Every single month, they feature more than 20,000 open listings from around the world. And these are updated weekly, so you're not wasting time on expired roles. Kariba World is a proudly South African company headed by Kariba Muatanalo, who hails from Limpopo province. Kariba is an accomplished lead project engineer with extensive experience in the mining sector across South Africa and the African continent. He's currently working in Saudi Arabia as a lead project engineer. Since launching in Jan this year, Kariba World has already helped people land jobs with big players like Qatar Energy, Saudi Aramco, opportunities in the UAE, South Africa, and even Pakistan's gold mine industry. And it's not just about jobs. They also give you career mentorship and coaching, professional CV reviews, interview prep, and if you're a premium member, they'll even help you with job applications directly. So whether you're just starting out or looking to level up, Kariba World has your back. Check them out on their website, karibaworld.co.za. Kariba World, connecting you to the world of opportunities. What caught your attention this week, Penduka?
Two things, man. Shout out to South African women. Did you see that women now top the list as homeowners in South Africa?
Oh, wow, for real?
Yeah, even first homeowners, first buyers, homeowners. It's more women than men. And it's true when you look around your neighbors and stuff. It's a lot of women who are like...
Is it not maybe they have better record or like... Is it not the
like better credit scoring? That could be it as well. You know, that could be it as well. And also because there's a lot of women who are just going out there in the world on their own, as far as, you know, because people aren't getting married and doing the whole, they still do, but not a lot like before, the whole, you know, combined bond, joint bonds, etc. You know? And also I think, I don't know, man. Also, you'll find that a lot of them tend to end up as single parents, and now they have to go out. I know my mom, when she bought a house, 91, and she was a single parent, technically, you know, and we went out there, and that is still continuing.
First time you bought a house, Zozo? When was it?
It's still coming.
You don't have a house yet?
No.
But chances are you're going to buy it on your own,
That's
right?
definitely the plan.
Dude is probably working towards buying it on her own.
Yeah.
So Musisiwe is working. Are you going to probably buy it on your own? You see what I mean?
I've always said, whenever I get married, I want to go into that marriage already having my own property.
Jeez.
Ooh.
Yeah, then
So, because you know the words, get out of my house. I'm gonna come. Get out of my house. After 5 years, and you thought it's our house. Get out of my house.
Gladly.
You know they're coming, right?
Yeah,
you know those words are coming.
Gladly.
True.
Yeah,
So,
you want to go
with the men versus women chat. What do you think that says about women? Because I was having a conversation a few days ago about leadership specifically, and we were speaking about how like men as leaders versus women as leaders. And I think women are better leaders.
Nah, y'all are too emotional,
women,
man.
Yeah.
Too
You
emotional.
guys can be emotional. I prefer men.
Yeah, you prefer men.
When I come into a place and there's a woman as a leader, I can accept it, right? Because she probably worked very hard to get to that position. And obviously, you don't assess her based on her gender, but on how she leads. But generally, oaks are able to not, you know, put emotions into some decisions. Generally.
That's the problem. So I hate because I hate, and no, I'm not reaching. I don't like that we say women can't lead because of emotion. Because men are emotional too.
No, I didn't say they can't lead.
Okay, well, yeah,
generally.
but okay, let's just talk about the emotion part of it. Because there are people that believe that. There are people that think women are lesser leaders because they are more emotional, and a lot of the decisions that they make are based on emotion. Instead, and that's true, but I feel like men do the same thing. But I think where women are different is that we know what our emotion is. So we know if we're going to make a decision based on that emotion. It's also like a fully thought out, unless if it involves a man and I'm mad at him and he's been a shit nigga for the past 5 years. I think that even if the decisions we make are emotional, I believe I don't want to say thorough emotion doesn't make sense, but like it's a thought through emotion that results to the decision. So it's not like a spiteful one, unless like I said, if it involves a man. But like generally, there's also nothing wrong with emotional decision making, because a lot of the time the emotional decision making, we're humans, we're going to have emotions. We're all led by emotions. It's how you use the emotion to dictate the rest of your life that matters.
But a lot of
you know where I can counterattack that. I think women don't know when it's the time to be emotional and when it's the time to be logical. Do you get what I'm saying? So, for example, it's not incorrect what you're saying. However, if you are leading, there's times where you have to put emotions aside, make a decision, and then once the decision has been made, you can reflect back and tap into that emotion that was happening. But if you're a leader at the time, you can't be emotional when everyone's looking to you for answers. Do you get me?
Okay.
And there are great women leaders out there. I mean, Winnie Mandela, Putima Hanyele in the corporate space. We could name so many, you know? And it's not to say women can't lead, but these are things that are there in majority. So there's there's exceptions, man.
Did you guys know there's a town full of women? Only women are allowed there. Did you hear about that town?
I think I heard of one somewhere in Kenya. I might be wrong.
Is it in the island of Lesbos? No, don't laugh, man.
Is this a place
Did you know the island of Lesbos? You don't know the island of Lesbos?
No.
Oh, this guys, the Greek islands.
For real?
Hey, where's the island of Lesbos? You don't know the island of Lesbos?
No,
oh, dude, there's an island of Lesbos. Yeah, it's in the Greek Mediterranean. Island of Lesbos. Dudu, you knew it. Right? You knew it. Not even one man there. No man is an island. Check it out. Island of Lesbos.
To answer to you, yes, there is. It's called the village of Moja. It's in northern Kenya, and majority of the population is women, or basically it's entirely fleeted with women.
Wow.
Yes.
I'd live there.
And then the reason being is because the females are fleeing from gender-based violences, rapes, and other genital mutilations.
Ooh, oh, that's sad,
and
man.
forced marriages. So
shit.
It was created
My heart
in
just
1990 as a safe haven for females.
Oh, shame.
When it's that time of the month, you must be crazy in that town, bro.
And then the island
Is there-
of Lesbos.
The Battle of Blood River. It's crazy. It's insane.
And then your island is the third largest island in Greece, and it's located in the northeastern side, near Turkey.
Island? What's the name?
Island of Lesbos. It's in Greece.
Island of Lesbos, dog. Yeah, for real, bro. Island of Lesbos.
Am I
man.
This one is
allowed
not
in
just
any of
women,
these
it's
places?
women as well.
Why is it called Island of
Yeah,
Lesbos?
It's a mixture. Let me
It's a
check.
mixture, ne?
Google why it's called the
That's
Island of Lesbos, or
that's a
how
cool name,
it
bro.
became the Island of Lesbos.
Wow, it looks beautiful. Look
Yeah,
at
it
that.
does, bro. Wow, man.
Jeez, Island of Lesbos.
Island of Lesbos.
So what
bro.
makes the time of the month tough because of the mood swings?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jeez, man. Yo. Ha.
It's weird.
Hey.
The island is named after a Greek hero called Lesbos, who was Lapithos' son. So that's why.
Oh, it's a person, Lesbos. Thought it was more fun than that. Thought it was more exciting than that, you know?
The other thing, yes, that
The other thing, yeah, bro, did you see the Stellenbosch-based pilot who crashed in Brazil in the Brazilian forest?
Yeah.
So there was a guy transporting, he's a pilot and he owned a plane, and he modified his plane to transport cocaine, and he crashed in Brazil with 920 million rands worth of coke.
Yeah.
He's based in Stellenbosch. They know him in Alberton as well. So I'm assuming you'd fly by Rand Airport maybe. They know him just as a scruffy dude, chilled dude, relaxed dude. Little did they know the guy was making 8 million rands per flight.
Damn.
Transporting coke. 920 mil of coke. He used to fly low so that he was undetected by the raiders and the detection, you know, those guys, air traffic control and stuff. And you just fly low, well, obviously high till it gets to a territory, you know, like over maybe the what do they call it? Air zone, flying zone of a particular country, because there's obvious detection, security reasons, and it fly low, undetected, land in some makeshift airstrip in the middle of a forest. Drop off the stuff for the cartels.
Do you think it was high before he passed away?
It was high.
Because remember,
It was flying low. So it wasn't high enough.
No, I'm saying, I get when the plane crashes, I'm guessing the cocaine goes.
Oh no, they found it tightly packed in packages that were labeled SpaceX.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Damn.
So I don't know whether is it the cartel playing smart games or who knows, man? Why this guy wants his satellite
So he was leaving
internet
from where
in
to
South
where?
Africa?
He was leaving from where to where?
Oh, where was he leaving from?
From here to, or from Brazil to come
He
here?
crashed in Brazil. Now I don't know whether he just departed Brazil or he was landing in Brazil coming from somewhere else.
Okay.
Chances are he may have been flying out of Brazil.
Out of Brazil, yeah.
You know,
he just got the
Brazil and the
shipment,
forests they in these other countries in South America, you know, which have that what is it? The Amazon and the forests, and that's where they make the coke and the labs and stuff. So I don't know whether it's flying in or out. I don't know.
At what point do they check what you have in your plane? Because if you have a private jet, bro, you just go to the airport, get on the jet, and then you land wherever you're going.
Fireblade. You know Fireblade?
Huh?
It's the Oppenheimer-owned private terminal, private jets in Oratambo. You know, they've got their own terminal.
For real?
Yeah,
The
but it's
Oppenheimers.
not just for the family. They found it so to make things easier for them. But all these rich billionaires go in and out there on that private terminal. Damn. I've never even seen it, man.
Yeah.
Where is the Fireblade at Oratambo? You guys have heard of Fireblade, right? Yeah. Damn. So begs the question, what happens, man, in those things, you know, in these private terminals?
Yeah, it's not like
private
there's
jets?
cops along the route.
I don't know. Maybe they're... One would think they should be, like a belt where we put our things through, they get checked. But I don't know, man. They could get away with a lot there. Plus, you guys are billionaires, so... Hey, I don't know, man. But we have our own Fireblade at Oratambo. Yeah, for private jets.
And apparently there's a new international airport that, I don't know if it's going to be open in the Cape Winelands as well.
The Rob Hussov one.
I don't know.
Yeah, a lot of things, illegal things, just happen in broad daylight in front of us, in front of the world's eyes. Just daily. It just we don't know sometimes.
Yeah,
crazy. Bro.
Before we go, man, DSTV has new ownership. Does anyone care about that? You guys care?
Oh, the Canal Plus. That's a
Canal
French
Plus,
company.
it's
It's been coming.
You don't care? You don't care?
Nah, I don't care. It's been coming. We anticipated it.
Oh,
well
okay.
done. Hope it's cheaper and affordable. A lot of people can afford DSTV.
Jimmy Kimmel. Anybody care about that?
Nah. Was he really taken off? Was it staged? I don't know, but I saw that. Well done. Free speech wins.
What do you mean, was it staged?
I don't know. What's the history? So his show got pulled.
So his show got pulled apparently because he mentioned Charlie Kirk assassination, and then the government pulled his show. Well, put pressure on his company, ABC or Disney or whatever.
Oh, the network.
The network, yeah, to pull the show. They pulled the show. It was canceled for like 48 hours.
You see what I mean? I feel like they knew they were going to put it back on. That's what I'm trying to say.
But they put it back on because of public outrage. Like the stock was going down. People were canceling their membership and subscriptions and
may have
stuff.
been real there.
A lot of celebrities were speaking against it, saying that this is the death of freedom of speech.
Yeah,
and
bro.
then when you actually watch the show where apparently he made a derogatory comment about Charlie Kirk, you couldn't find anything, you know? And then he came back, and then this was his monologue when he came back.
Okay.
About what I need to say and do tonight. And the truth is, I don't think what I have to say is going to make much of a difference. If you like me, you like me. If you don't, you don't. I have no illusions about changing anyone's mind. But I do want to make something clear because it's important to me as a human. And that is, you understand that it was never my intention to make light of the murder of a young man.
I don't. That's how you cry, Pori.
I don't think there's anything funny about it. I posted a message on Instagram on the day he was killed, sending love to his family and asking for compassion, and I meant it. I still do. Nor was it my intention to blame any specific group for the actions of what it was obviously a deeply disturbed individual. That was really the opposite of the point I was trying to make. But I understand that to some that felt either ill-timed or unclear or maybe both. And for those who think I did point a finger, I get why you're upset. If the situation was reversed, there's a good chance I'd have felt the same way. I have many friends and family members on the other side who I love.
Oh, he's crying throughout it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's legit, bro.
Do you think it's sincere, also, when you watch it?
Yeah.
Hey, I don't know. I don't know.
No?
I'm not sure.
It's okay not to know.
Yeah, I'm not sure, man.
Also, in a major win for free speech, Google has admitted to censoring YouTube creators during the COVID-19 pandemic under pressure from the Biden administration. The company says it silenced creators, and those creators will now be allowed to return.
Yeah, and nothing happens to YouTube, obviously.
No.
nothing
But imagine
can
as a creator, your
possibly
channel got shut down for 2-3
That's what I
years. You
mean.
lost business.
Lost income. Your family's under.
Yeah.
You're in the red. You fucked. The
Yeah.
world is upside down. What about, did some commit suicide? You know what I mean? When they've built something for years and years and years, and then a politician weighs down on a company and puts pressure on them to deplatform you. That's so unfair, bro. Without any consequences whatsoever. It's so unfair.
But I remember during COVID, we stayed far away from it, eh? Because you could pick it up. Like, if
Yeah.
you mentioned or spoke about it, like your video wasn't pushed out to as many people.
When you were telling the truth or what you think about the whole COVID thing and
Yes.
vaccines.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a very funny time, that, bro.
Sure. Anything else?
I don't know. What do you guys think about Liquid Deep coming back?
Liquid Deep.
Oh yeah, hey man, shout out, well done to them if you're a fan. I just wonder what it looks like. Are they coming back to release new music? And if they do, good luck. I'm curious to hear what it sounds like. And if they're coming back to just perform, they'll also do well because there's a lot of nostalgia. I mean,
but their fans are old now, bro. Their fans have kids now.
Mikasa, but Mikasa's still performing. TKZ still takes gigs. There's always a nostalgia, and their fans have more money now. You know what I mean? They're on Apples now, not on BBM. They're working now. They women leading the charts of buying houses now, So I think that if they're coming to perform, they'll still get some gigs. They'll be on the major festivals because it's nostalgia, bro. They will give you a hard 30-minute set. Think about it. So it makes sense, man.
One must go Liquid Deep, Mikasa.
Liquid Deep, because they've been gone. Like Liquid Deep, they've been gone, bro. And Mikasa's been holding it down. And no, for me, Liquid Deep, based on the catalog size.
Okay.
Based on the catalog size.
So you'd agree with Caesar saying that their clock is run
Nah, I disagree. I saw that. I disagree. You never know, bro.
Caesar, which Caesar?
Gomo.
What did he say?
That their time has run out. I'm paraphrasing.
Yeah, he was pretty much saying in the industry, we all know in the industry you get a certain time.
Window,
A certain window, you know what I mean, to make it and rake it in. And sometimes that window closes. For some people, that window is 20 years, 30 years. And you'll never know how long yours is. For some people, it's 1 year. For some people, it's 5 months. You know what I mean? For Chima Shekho, it's 8 months. You never know. Honestly, you never know. And for some people, you think it is closed, and then it comes back. You know what I mean? The likes of us. So you never know. So that's what he was alluding to. But also, I think he was thinking of it as Liquid Deep still making their old music, maybe, What if they make new music and it's different? It makes sense with the current times. What if they create their own lane within 3-step or whatever genre they choose to? So I don't know about that, man.
Yeah,
I disagree with him on that one.
No, all the best to those guys. Thank you so much, Zozo. It's like a Jojo. Zozo for joining us, man.
Yeah, shout out. You're amazing.
Were you nervous today as well?
Yes, actually. I think I was a lot more nervous today than the first one, if I'm being honest.
Why?
Well, okay. I think because you read what people say and you read what people think.
People love you.
Let me explain. You read what people say, you hear what people think. I don't really care about being called names. You speak to people after and you hear different opinions, and my uncle's opinion also matters to me. So like So,
what was his feedback?
He said
it was too short.
He said I spoke too much. A ghost must be a ghost.
Nah,
and I was not.
You add a different layer to it.
And a lot of people agreed. If we're being fair,
that's why you asked me if I should speak less today's episode.
Yeah.
Nah, man.
You spoke. You did speak more. But also you had substance in your speaking more,
Exactly. It's not like you're just speaking for the sake of speaking.
Yeah, like with the Pori thing, and you're like, with the, what is it, was it Faith, Queen Twerk? Faith and Getty thing.
Yeah.
You were like, oh yeah, then I did my research. I was like, whoa, So your speaking more adds value to what you say. So you're like, yeah, but I did my research and my...
Who doesn't do their research? What are you talking about?
Hey? Dude, her research, she said, come on, bro, don't do this. She said, I made calls. I was like, whoa, you made calls? You have people who know these people? And you made calls? So I was like, I made calls. That's research. I called around. I'm like, whoa. So you see, then obviously your speaking time becomes more, but you're adding lots of value into the conversation. So I disagree with that you speak too much because it makes sense.
No, thank you. I appreciate it. Look, I think the more you do it, the easier it becomes. The more comfortable you become. So it was good. I had fun. It was good. Thank you.
Well, so did we, man. We appreciate you guys as well. We out here, man. Podcast and chill. Peace. Boom. If you've made it this far, we really appreciate you guys. Make sure you support by subscribing, liking, sharing, and don't forget to comment. Cash up.